Alright, hello there. Welcome. Hello, everybody. About to have some fun building a ship. Right off the bat, I need to change things. Oh, shoot. So you... Hello there, Robert. Awesome. Welcome to have you back. You glad to be back in your homeland? To modify a lot of this. I like how it is, but I feel like maybe making it a little bit longer, potentially. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hate the call. Hello there, Tassie. Welcome. I too am looking forward to it. Give the brigand a gym. Oh, now we don't want people getting workouts on this vessel. So, oh, so far it's the top is causing me more problems. Do I want to extend it, maybe? Right. Cargo hold there, we got an armory, we got for the time being, let's put this there. A window there. No, we're still getting there. We're still getting there. We just need to kind of extend it a bit. I don't know. Like, I like the kind of the curviness to it. Not gonna stick in though. Is this... What is that there? That's a 1x1. Have that there. There we go. We're looking a bit on the big side. There's no gravity in space, but like usually in games that have spaceships, there is atmospheres on planets, so it's handy to have some sort of streamlinedness on the off chance that you don't have the amount of thrust necessary to slow your ascent. I mean, even then, you can obviously. Actually, no, you could. I mean, you could probably do like the belly method, but like I feel like to slow yourself down even more, having some aerodynamics. SPE stairs break nav meshes. What about gravity drives? Well, we don't really know if the grav drive has any real effect on that sort of stuff. I'm going to assume that the reactor powers. It's weird because the way it seems like the grav drive. The fuel is for the grav drive, and the reactor somehow powers the thrusters, which means as long as you have power, you have infinite thrust, which means you have infinite delta V, which means you don't need to. You know, I mean, it means you don't need to do those massive fucking takeoffs that every time the game's like, oh, we're gonna do that huge, like, straight vertical, pin you to your seat. First thing, start looking at how to. Well, there is gravity in space, technically, isn't there? It's just small amounts. I mean, you're always going to be orbiting something. You're always going to be pulled towards something, right? Turtle shoulder building majority ship for the whoa. They are glorious, but I feel like if the again, I'm assuming there's some sort of like dampeners in the ship, but if you don't have dampeners, i.e. you fly a Hope Tech, that could be pretty fucking what the fuck? That can be pretty painful. Why did that flip that way? Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Where's my retribution battleship time? I hope at some point we will get the, like, I want to see, like, proper M-class ships that we can use. Because I mean, there's what? There's, like, the Vigilance and, like, 2 other, like, capital-class ships. And I feel like Bethesda would have to do something to make them, I feel like they'd have to, like, do something to actually make them viable. Because currently, we don't know too much about Starfield's, like, large scale. There is definitely... There's references in the Armistice that, like, there was large-scale fleet battles. Hope Tech or junk only. Hacks like Hope Tech. I don't mind Hope Tech, but I feel like Hope Tech is, like, you know... Uses part of the shield to boost her strength. Gets the job done. They too are rumored for April. Here I was eyeing Bethesda real close, wondering if I'm about to be out another mod. Star stations like a park mode, that would be really fucking cool. Home ship. Yeah, see, home ship to be used as a base would be so awesome. Like, just having, like, again, the ability to be like, yo, can we have some home ships? Oh, we can't, Todd? Okay, fair enough. No, 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 no. Oh. Look at some... So ideally we need something that's not even, though. I just realized that's not even. Which means we will have some slight problems making use of. Or I have an idea. I think it's because he's always fighting with people. Oh, you can definitely build battleships. Hello there, by the way, everybody. Everybody else enjoyed. You can definitely build battleships, but I feel like in order for you to build like something like super large scale, it kind of can be problematic. Why do you do this? Have a cargo M ship right now that follows me around with the fleet mod. Kind of ends up being a mobile base. Mod for our fleet. The original Cortex one. Yeah, I do feel like that a lot of this, like a lot of them are gonna be. Look, no. Yes, thank you. I feel like a lot of them are gonna end up getting outdated. Well, hopefully. I mean, not obviously, not in a bad way. But I'm kind of hopeful that Bethesda will kind of come up with their own sort of, you know. You want me? Oh, God, no. Way too much swearing. Bethesda wouldn't be allowed. It'd be like 18 plus. All right, there we go. So that there. Perfect. Oh, thank you, Xbox, for... What are you messaging me? Social clubs won't be available on Xbox. All right, thanks, Xbox. Killing more reason to play your fucking platform, I guess. And here I was thinking about making an Xbox club for us Starfield fans. Fucking Xbox. Nice little window there. And do we want to put another window here? Maybe. You know what? You could be onto something, Crimson, you dastardly motherfucker. Where did that go? Oh, it's here. No, I need it. I need this thing. All of Ireland. Oh, that'd be pretty boring. Ireland, we really have enough going on. Feel excluded. Hey, you can use clubs on PC version of Xbox. Bye-bye. Join club. Sorry, no cake. We do have some low calorie, high protein brownie. Does anyone ever notice that? Slight tangent. Whenever like you see a guide, it's like, oh, you want to make this amazing like low calorie food item that's a treat. It's like 90% protein powder. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with protein powder at any stretch of the imagination. But like, Jesus Christ, we don't need that much fucking protein powder. Hello there, Paul. Welcome. She all moves in one go. I have to say, I'm kind of liking this layout so far. I just need to not make it double-ended. Finally, better follow behavior will die. What do you mean, better follow behavior? Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. There's an episode of Firefly. Make a cake full of protein. And much like last year, stop using it in the price. Yeah, the price is kind of crazy. Like the jump between like the second best and the best is a bit, you know. Like I'm literally making sure that I get some sort of a game every month to play that like is the value. But even then, like some of the stuff Microsoft does, it's like it can be quite annoying. Just because they have like this habit of, I want to put Windows there. I want to put Windows, probably. What was I gonna say? Because Microsoft is, you know, like their games are like cross-play and cross-platform technically. Well, most of them are. They don't like you excluding PC players from the pool, which is annoying because if you're on PlayStation, you could just disable cross-play and flick the switch for individual games. Hello there, Tadar. But I will say for some reason, I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it's just, yeah. On Xbox, you have to go into your settings and disable, and that disables it for everything, which can be quite annoying because sometimes I'll play with people like Flippy or TJ who are on PC. And it's like, come on now. I did do interesting followers. Only when be broken share. Fuck off. Oh god. It's like that it's like, you know the what you call it? Oh, actually, hold on. Now I still need to make sure that there's no connection points there. We can't be doing that. It's like, have you ever seen the what's it fucking called? In Baldur's Gate, there's like a chair you can sit on, and if you sit on it, it like you break it, and then it gives you like something. It gives you like max strength when you wield it. We're gonna put these windows there just because I don't want connection points on the side. Imagine Bethesda if you had like a built-in kind of, here's your door. I know there is place your own doors, I'm well aware. I've stopped using that because I only really used it for the extra parts. I'm a man of many gifts. Superman's a man of many gifts. Alright, now, what I was hoping to do was kind of make braking engines on the front. You know, if this were Space Engineers, I'd just take some of these engines, I'd flip them around, which would be... Wait a minute. Can I flip them around? I have the mod. Does it let me put them backwards? Piece of... how hard do you think it would be for Bethesda realistically to incorporate what Cross Heavy Industries was doing, would make every single piece work that way? Like, surely it wouldn't be like, it would be fucking awesome. However, it literally had less viewers than the reruns of the old shows at the time. Didn't all of them go on to do better things, though? Keeping it updated. Hey, they've been working hard for a long time, you know, so maybe that's what they're doing. Am I missing something? Did there not used to be engines part of this, or did he change the mod? Oh, please tell me he didn't change. He did change the mod, didn't he? God damn. It's so are the engines now like a separate mod, or are the engines in the engine section? Winnable. Oh, there. Oh, good man. Can I flip? Oh, I can't flip it though. Bastard. All right, back to the drawing board we go. Nathan Fillion is Buck from Halo, which is very cool. He's also your man from Destiny, but he's dead now. I was talking about Cross Heavy Industry, but it looks like he just moved them to the engine section. They're like a separate like section, which makes sense. See, I also wonder, like, I can spin up and down like these pieces, no problem, right? Cross Heavy Industry shits the bed. Is it just because there's like so many snap points and variations on? I'm guessing that's probably it. First cheat ship this morning using Cross Heavy Industry made me feel dirty. What do you mean? You've only now used Cross Heavy Industry? Or was it Heavy Industry? It's a fucking really cool mod. It can be hard to I feel like it's the sort of thing where you use it for like the kind of the final pièce de résistance, you know? Like, so if you start, which I found out the hard way, if you start building fully with the ship, you have to make sure all the snaps work, because otherwise sometimes they're like, nah, bro. You're working today. Wiz, you fucking genius. Did you mean for that to pretty much align? Alright, somehow I have seen the way I could potentially make a pelican. Maybe. Horse into space. The universal snap thing does, but not always. Giving something its own engine category isn't recommended because then they don't count as engines without having to use another shipbuilding, so you don't have them. I think to counteract it, he did make like, they are just structural. He has like little, I don't know if I have the mod enabled, but he has like an add-on mod that essentially just gives you little kind of one-by-one pieces. Shields and stuff for a sphere ship to complement. Yeah, see, it can work very nice. Right, so problem is it's a bit too short. We need a bit longer tail, longer wings maybe. Trinity, we don't need Trinity. Where do we go back to you? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, we got really big wings, don't we? Yeah, we do. Yeah, decorative engines is the play. 100%. It is the play. There's the big one. I don't know though if I want to, because they're either going to be off center slightly, which I mean isn't in. What you? Yeah. Maybe. Landing bay warning even though nothing is below it. I hate that fucking implement. Someone told them saving colors would be amazing. Like there's a mod that does it, but it's like why do we need a mod for that? I don't know if I want. How does the same one used the gun mounts he used in the Battle of Serenity look like the same one used in Starship Troopers. What do you mean by gun mounts? Like you mean the mounts on the like the ships themselves, or like the? You see this is giving me very like. Don't worry, let me change it all to one color. Let's change it like gray. You don't what? You don't? Do you not want to be gray? Okay, it doesn't want to be gray. Oh, the oh, okay, fair. Well, I'm not liking these. I think they're too place. There we go. We'll try something. Fuck off, Michael. Soul, I'm trying here. You're trying hard. Alright, let me see. It's... I need to... I don't know if many of you guys who love the shipbuilding have tried Space Engineers, but my god, I feel like when you see Space Engineers, like I mean, and like some of it's not. Like, look, it's Minecraft in space, essentially. But, like, the shit you can pull off is, like, groundbreaking. Like, absolutely groundbreaking. Oh, that actually, speaking of groundbreaking, that looks kind of cool. Little bit, maybe. You ever gonna progress? Are you talking about me? Because I'm working on it. I'm, like, trying to... I need to get, like, the proper front shape first. Oops. Also downloaded some more of the mods that I needed because I was trying to. One of the issues I was having is the landing bay, but I downloaded Deck Corp landing bay, which is very now. Where is it? I miss it. Yeah, look at them Deck Corp. Having a landing bay where you can like swap them. Oh, you wanna enter through there? Perfect. Oh, you wanna enter the side? Even more perfect. Like Bethesda. Why you half-arse everything? Like I love you, but Jesus. Just started 76 doing another game. That's fair. 76. Once you get, it's very good. There's so much to do and like to catch up. I don't really know, Ryan. I was kind of hoping I like using the Solitary Series Cockpit Bridge mod. The Solitary series is nice. And even the other series is quite good when you're wanting to kind of have a little bit more bridge. But I'm not sure, Ryan, to answer what you were saying as well. Like part of me wants to make it something. Hello, Wiz. Part of me wants to make it something big, but then there's a part of me that doesn't. Like, let me see. What do we have? We've got bridges. Because we could obviously go this, and like, given the shape of the vessel, we could probably make it work. Probably. Hello there, Wiz. What else we have? I mean, we did, to be fair, Michael did choose this big bridge, so I still want to kind of put it somewhere. I mean, we could definitely put it on the top. Put it on the top, put it on the middle. Need more Deimos. We need, honestly, I feel like every cockpit should have like a cockpit and an actual bridge. See, this one always works quite well. What the BOS add-on. I mean, it's extra stuff. You don't need it, but it gets the job. Hello, Guilty. Welcome. Right in the side. See, I could definitely do that, but the way I'm kind of designing this ship, it's kind of meant to be like fast and sleek. Built that bridge, but I can't really build anything with it. What do you mean, the Kontiki or the massive one? Deimos gets the job done, like it does. I mean, we could do small bridge, like that's not a... maybe. Small bridge on the bottom? Little gap? Hello there, Rin, welcome. See, I feel like if we're going to... It depends on what sort of a ship. You left the screen long enough for me to type. That's fair. We could... Depending on the type of ship, because like I like... I don't know, like, I like the idea of, you know, like, making a vessel, like, that it's not a combat vessel, but it was repurposed. Like, the type ships in Elite Dangerous, I love how they have the cockpit on the bottom, because they're meant to essentially be like cargo freighters, and the areas you would need to see is generally going to be the bottom part of the ship, because that's the part you'll be touching down on. Obviously, there's going to be cameras in space and stuff, so you can see all angles. So we could potentially, like, do this. Is this still bugged on Xbox? I hope it's not. Oh, a level 2, a more, like, double cockpits would be amazing. Like, really fucking cool. And even, like, I'm surprised, like, well, actually, I say that. One person has do it. It is claustrophobically, but it reminds me so much of the Elite Dangerous. The type cockpits. It kind of looks like it's like a single cab that like the pilot lives out of, you know, like you look at like the trucker kind of cabs, and how like you got your stuff and everything, and like realistically also like, you know, like in like say like in Star Wars and stuff, like you have these like giant. We miss normal sized that 1x2. Personally, always use. Yeah, I would rather bigger ones, like full-blown bridges. But I think the thing is, it makes sense why we don't really, because, like let's say, for instance, like this... Where is it? Like the Cabot and the Deimos Bridge, while they are very cool, you're going to be very hard-pressed to make a ship out of the Cabot that isn't with its own bathroom 100%. You got a bottle that jumps. Like, you'd be hard pressed to make a ship out of this that doesn't look like a tadpole under the constraints of the game. And then the other one, like the Deimos one, isn't too bad. Like this cockpit is definitely something that it was. I feel like it was designed when M-Class. I don't know if M-Class was like at some point going to be like base game, you know, like in the game. You know what? Actually looking at it, I wonder if it was originally designed just as a structural piece and then they made a cockpit out. Anyway, the Deimos one works a little bit better because it's... Where's the Deimos one? Arm with left. Yeah, that's kind of what I go for, like stuff like that. I like kind of the idea of it. See, this is easier to build in because it kind of curves itself in, but at the same time, I don't understand, like, this being a Deimos bridge, Deimos being a military contractor, not always. I feel like it would make more sense with the hatch, because I can understand, like, having a bridge up there, but having a bridge at the very front of your ship, which even with shielding, that's not military at all. That's why you have a combat information center inside the ship, and you can technically do that. That's like, because that's why I like Halo usually has, like, the bridge is usually like either at the bottom or like sometimes at the top, but a lot of the time in Halo, bridge is in the center. You know, the Cabot was going to be used for the M-Class just because of how... Yeah, exactly. I feel like they just took it back a little bit. Yeah, the bathrooms do have showers. they're very comfy. All right, so we need, let me see, we'll do more. That's generally the idea. I think the cockpits need revamping. I do think so too. Like, mod authors have done a good job of revamping them and stuff, but I think, like, there's some mods that I think Bethesda should just add into the game. Like, you know, like, for instance, there's a few mods out there. Tennessee, you have one, and there's a few other ones where you can have, like, dummy cockpits or kind of cockpits, like, more than one, which I think is really, really cool. So now the question is, do we want to? Right, so we got that there. They build a bridge like that. You don't have a stair hab. I know. Cockpits, and even, like, hear me out. Cockpits that are all in one. Like, imagine this was like this was your cockpit and your landing bay. Like, imagine it's like a little ladder that down and in, you know? And that's, I don't mind that though, that being the thing. Thankfully not, no. I have a 1x5x1 Deimos bridge that's too high, which didn't make the cut for it. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, 1.5? That's interesting. So like longer? Yeah, exactly. Having a secondary bridge is really cool. You usually have an empty hab. Creature companion set up. Couldn't, you did, yes, the sphere one did, and I hope Bethesda's paying attention to that stuff, because, like, some of those things need to be implemented, like, on the double. Right, let's see if we can make 1.5 long. Oh, too tall. That's sick. Yeah, we need to clone you ways, have multiple versions of you. So we could, I mean, what I was going to do is we could use... Where is it? Where is it? The gunner seat would be very cool. The SPU is wonky. I use Mattia. Yeah. The bad tech ones, so the decoration panels in them, which cause some issues when decorating the ship. The bad tech ones are like, I kind of wish the mod author would go back to the drawing board with some of them, because, like, they're not I don't think the mod author is aware that there is a like a grid system. The Lakon bridges are cool. As I was saying, like, the type bridges are awesome. I was looking for the, oh, maybe that could work. Maybe that could work. Maybe not. We shall see. Oh, I miss the Elite Dangerous when, like, it uses your, what was it like? Was it? I think it was like Elite Dangerous. It used to use the name of the ship manufacturer, and then the first two letters are your username. The Dolphin's pretty cool, but I just don't like how it's very cylindrical. Clean star vessels used to confusing concealed purpose. Yeah, well, not necessarily like that. More so like, wait, why are they not going down? Just like the idea of, like, because in Starfield there was like a massive colony war and stuff, so there was probably a lot of vessels that were made for, like, various, you know... Well, you may work. There was, like, vessels made for, like, various, you know, things. And, like, I feel like a lot of, rather than just scrap them, which realistically they probably should have, there was probably some individuals that, you know, was like, you know what, we're not gonna scrap this vessel, we're going to sell it on. The setting of your commander name, yeah, I think I had mine was like, I think it was like the commander name, just, it was cool. All right, Right, so I like the idea of the bridge, kind of. Oh, wait a minute. I could potentially make that better. Do they have it here? Do they have the landing thrusters? These? Do they not have the thrusters? Damn it. Need. See, weirdly, like when I looked at these two pieces, the bridge and then the cowling, part of me like wanted to have like the bridge connected to like some sort of like almost like it like moves, but then I don't know what the benefit of that would be, like having like a track system. Would it work? Let me see. Look like. I love how, Wiz, you unintentionally made a piece that works perfectly in my intent, what I was trying to do. But what would the purpose of it be, though? Why would you need to move it forward? Cockpit between the two pieces. A cockpit that was in between the two pieces missing is... Yeah. Like, even the layout of the whatchamacallit cockpit. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, where are you? Are you big bastard? Like, who in the right mind would build a ship that is 2 or 3? Like, it's weird. Like, I don't mind 3. Leaving Sarah behind. Jesus. Not poor Sarah. She did nothing. What are you doing, Guilty? Is it Burger King time? Glasses cockpits are really fucking good. The multiple ship companies only have one. Only one is military. Playing Battlefield, nice. Doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't Shroud make military ships? Well, I think Shroud's not old enough to make military ships, and to be honest with you, that's kind of part of why I'm surprised that Hope Tech isn't making, because the armistice... See, there must be something in the armistice tied to not allowing military vessels, or like in Mass Effect, there's like an accord which means that only each species only has a certain amount of dreadnoughts, and I have a feeling that probably like that's why we don't see many M-class ships, because like say for instance there was probably a lot before the war. Well, he does make combat vessels, but like, you know what I mean. I'm guessing they mean like really big ships. Doesn't make sense. You turned the Freestar into Japan. What do you mean? No, I don't mean like that. Like, I'm guessing like by that, well, but that's, no, I was thinking more like in World War II. Because the only M-class ship that is used by anyone is the UC. And you could make, the UC could maybe make the argument I mean, maybe it was made in secret? It is strange, though, that more vessels aren't, like, there's not more, like, you know, like secret vessels, essentially? I mean, the leisure ships are M-class, but they're also operated by individuals outside of the Armistice, which again makes me, like, a lot of those M-class are just repurposed, because there is M-class ships. Like, there's a lot of M-class ships, but ones that are heavily militarized. Like, the Vigilance is the only one, although what is the other one? The House Faroon one is kind of... Makes sense they wouldn't plan for... Oh, well, the whatchamacallit is allowed... I mean, there's nothing stopping... Is it though? Is it not like just... I'll have to spawn it in this... Oh, I'm on Xbox. I can't fucking spawn it. Because I remember looking at it, like it... I don't know. See, we haven't really got anything that's like... Everything to me looks a little bit... beyond, you know... Oh, if I was the Freestar, I would definitely... Well, I don't know, because the Freestar... Well, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. There is... M-class ships definitely exist. Like, you've got a load of M-class vessels, like cruise ship, freighters, stuff like that. Yes, they definitely exist. But I'm saying, like, I'm assuming there's, like, a limit on, like, M-class vessels made specifically for war. Nothing stopping someone from... Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You had any luck figuring out the visual bug with one of a kind? I have not, actually. Let me see. I did uninstall and reinstall. Let me see. I'm guessing it's an issue of a mod author not doing the proper checks on Xbox. We'll have to message them and let them know. Yeah, that was kind of the point I was, like, trying to make, is that, like, I don't think there's... Yeah, it's still being weird. I don't know what the fuck that is, though. Again, I think it's just they rotated the... I don't know. Easy to kill in game. That's kind of what makes me think, Wiz, that M-class vessels aren't really allowed, like military vessels. Like, let's just say, like, military vessels are probably something above M-class. And I'm guessing either, again, this is all headcanon. Is it just the Vigilance? Well, that again kind of makes me feel like either the Vigilance is a secret M-class, and then they skirted it. This is obviously, we're talking about the idea that there is an armistice against militarized capital ships, or they made it, but it's not breaking the you know, the rules. You know what I mean? Because, like, the Vigilance, technically it's not I mean, it's weird, like, because when it comes to classifications in games, when it comes to, like, the Vigilance, to me, doesn't scream a warship necessarily. It kind of seems more of a multi-role ship, like more of a command vessel. Yeah, exactly, more of a command ship. Like, it does have guns on it, but, like, they're not like they're just C-class guns. Like, there's nothing fancy. It does have bigger engines, but I feel like an actual ship fitted for warfare would look a lot different. I think M stands for military, though. Well, so I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I think M just stands for mega ship, doesn't it? Or wouldn't it? Mega, massive, meandering. I don't know. It's all kind of, you know, speculation and hearsay. But I feel like with regards to hull should be changed to armor. Well, that's essentially what its role is. Why are these... What the fuck is going on with this? Why does that look like that? What the fuck? What a Docker looks like inside? Okay, cool. Because the thing is, too, with military ships, right? You don't... Depending on what you're building, if you're going to either, like, with how Starfield operates, it seems like they much... I don't know, like... Fighters don't really exist in... Fighters don't really exist in the Starfield universe, which is kind of sad. But again, it makes sense because, like, you look at the Expanse. The Expanse fighters are not a thing. Like, torpedoes are the strat. They can move mildly large. They can move, like, faster than, like, what a human can deal with. But Starfield kind of I think doesn't want to go that route. They want it to be like kind of vessels. So I feel like a lot of the time with vessels, you're essentially kind of dealing with like cruisers. And by cruisers, I'm using the old terminology of cruisers. You know, like look at World War I cruisers, where they essentially weren't designed as weapons. They were meant to basically cruise across at a decent speed. And then you have the armored cruisers. That's what I feel like all vessels are. Because I feel like if you were going to make like a dedicated military ship, obviously armor would be far more useful than a lot of the habs of the whole system. Again, who knows? Maybe the mech class. Maybe one day Bethesda will give us like something. Yeah, like kind of, because frigates. I mean, frigates again. If you go old Age of Sail, frigates are another example of that. Because I feel like that's probably the best way to look at Starfield ships, is look at how when ships first came about in the Age of Sail, or even the early age of like Steam, when it wasn't really, we weren't worrying about fighting. It was more so, okay, we need to get there first, and then it's like, okay, we can bolt some guns on. Which does make you wonder, like, if Terran Armada comes along, right, and it is some sort of, like, threat that we don't really know about, like, what does that mean for, like, are we gonna see Deimos? Like, imagine if there's, like, an old manufacturing, like, a manufacturing station owned by Deimos that used to produce, like, actual, you know, combat vessels. Who knows? Maybe there is fighters out there somewhere. I mean, given that, like, again, given that, like, in Starfield, there's no, it seems very much like the pilot commands everything. There's no need for your crew to do very much. You could definitely have an engineer or two, but I feel like ships don't need the large amount of crews they do, and it's just a waste. Like, you look at modern aircraft, like fighters and stuff, generally they're going to be 1 to 2 pilots. Coping, what am I coping about, Mona? Ready, but I hope it gets you. See, fuck you. I want the designers in the over-design quest. Wait, one of the over-design mentioned her design being a fighter, but see, when she means fighter, I wonder does she mean in the figurative sense of a fighting vessel, less than like a jet fighter, or like a, you know, like by fighter, like, you know, like an interceptor. But that's the thing, is like, this, it makes sense why a lot of this game isn't heavily militarized, because we're only 200 years in, and it's very much kind of like NASA is at the, you know, NASA's there. It's not Boeing or General Dynamics or fucking, you know. So like, that's, again, that's kind of why you can maybe brush aside the, like, oh, why do planets not have orbital defense stations? You know, where's the ground-based guns? You know, like, oh, has no one tried launching an asteroid at a planet? Probably not. I mean, that is fair. That's fair. I'm using the lore, okay? Hey, carriers are cool in space, though. Like, the Expanse's, like, space battles are fucking awesome, but I feel like I prefer seeing, like, fighters piloted by operating various composer ships. See, they are, but again, that's just like, that's just kind of hearsay until Bethesda gives us legitimate reasons. Is a ship's decided on small ships gonna work? C-class could be corvettes. Well, no, I do kind of like, I like that it works, you know. Which C-class different takeoff animation? Yes, 100%. Like, I'm really hoping that if and when we get M-class vessels, you're not able to land them on planets because reasons. And because that's what I always assume. Oh, like Battlestar Galactica, yeah, 100%. Well, I suppose it would depend though, Ace, because like, you have to realize like that we like look at Warhammer, right? Look at the Empire of Man in Warhammer, the Imperium of Man. They have so many people that they would much rather use people as opposed to robots, you know? Like, we as humans, there's not a lot of us, right? So it makes sense to want to, in war, to go the scale of drones, right? But imagine if we had expanded, which in Starfield we kind of do. If we've expanded over countless dozen planets and we're in the billions, maybe trillions, then it might come a time where it's like, why would I waste you know, millions on artificial intelligent technology to fly a plane when I can just spend 100 grand training a pilot. And if he dies, oh, well, I can train another one. 'Cause that's kind of how Warhammer does it. And I know Warhammer is obviously, it's very grimdark, and it's not linked in reality at all. Like drones, like they're kind of showing like drone warfare, like it's cheap, but it's getting more expensive. Like the fucking, I haven't seen the pictures in Ukraine where they have like the fiber optic drones, where they've literally just, there's like probably thousands of it, if not probably, would it be millions of kilometers of cable? Maybe. Carriers it make no sense to use dogfighting scale that we do in Starfield. That's not mean. It is very much the rule of cool. Like, it's like I used to complain about the railguns not being infinite range, but it makes sense, railguns not being infinite range, because why the fuck would you have a railgun that is, you know, infinite? They had 3 wars, 2 over territory, 1 for ethnic cleansing. Why wouldn't they militarize? Well, I think there's levels of militarization there, but I don't think the industry is fully behind it. You know what I mean? Like, mechs is definitely, I mean, mechs is a very militarized. Well, even then, I see. This is where, like, it does get hard to justify some of Bethesda's lore, because, like, the idea to me of mechs being utilized as weapons makes me think that somebody played Titanfall and liked mechs and seen how dangerous mechs were and was like, we could. But the problem with mechs is, it's just a giant fucking exoskeleton. Like, without a weapon on it, oh no, it can maybe shrug more armor, but then a spaceship can do more. I can launch my spaceship directly at the Freestar Council and wipe them out, and it'd be far easier than using a mech. You know what I mean? So again, it just makes it doesn't make sense if the weapons, or maybe I don't know, because you look at the mechs and they're farming stuff. They're very much farming stuff, like that have probably again been upscale. Like I've been reading one of the things of Warhammer, the Knights in Warhammer. The Knights, really cool faction of Warhammer. They're giant, basically mechanical machines piloted by a human. And they were originally farming. When the first colony ships went out, they became farming. They were farming vessels. And then over time, they basically became kind of like knights and stuff. And again, I think if we look at, like, you know, from that aspect, like, I think that that's probably where the mechs came from, because I'm going to be honest with you. But then again, the lore doesn't really say much for it, because, like, why was there, like, surely there should have been mechs at the launch site in NASA. Like, if you have mechs, it would be far easier to use mechs to, like, retrofit ships. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having these, like, you know, like, massive fucking cranes and stuff, you just, like, hop into the mechs, boy. That's what I mean. It's weird the way they ban, like, Xeno warfare. I understand it. That's a slippery slope. Like, basically making weapons out of creatures. Yes, that's fair enough. Knights, it's really fucking cool they have that. Knights, in my opinion, are, like, cooler than Titans in the fact there's just one dude. Strange is the old chivalry Paradiso called again? It is. Oh, what is it called? Oh, I don't know what it's called, but it is an old colony vessel, and there's a lot of them. Like, they probably shot out a lot of colony vessels back in the day. The Constant. Yeah, there you go. Japan's less the actual effect is just political stuff. Even the UC is max. That's not me. It's more than likely. Like, there is, to be honest with you, like, what? But yeah, like, to be honest with you, I can kind of understand. Again, I can kind of understand somewhat of, like, what they're trying to achieve with it, because, like, you have to remember that when it comes to mechs in the Warhammer universe, or in the, like, again, the Titanfall universe. Like, that's what kind of caused the first Frontier War, was essentially the mechs were used mainly for farming, and then people came along, was like, wait a minute, we could strap guns to them. Ratify Xenos with fighter jets and attack helicopters and slow-moving mechs. Well, that's fair. I will say I don't know if I would like to, because like we don't really know how effective a terramorph is at doing its terramorphy things. Because a part of me like worries, like what happens if like a terramorph can use its mind control in a ship, like with a ship, you know what I mean? True a ship. What do you mean Vivix is dead? I mean, in my playthrough, he's still alive, sadly. I would kill him if I could, though. Inked Armada is Vivix escaping and forming his own military faction. I feel like there's too much credit there for Bethesda, because in order to do that, that would mean that there would be some tie-in to the final quest, which would be kind of cool, but again, I don't think Bethesda have it in them. Like, have Bethesda ever... Has there ever been a DLC? Now, maybe I'm miscommunicating. Has there ever been a DLC or content for a Bethesda game where it, like, remembered your choices? They don't actually execute them, though. They just say they'll deal with them, much like how the last group dealt with them. There is some truth there, though. All right. He's execute. Again, I will never stress how many times I think Bethesda, they failed in that quest. They should have left it completely open to interpretation on what sort of a person Vivictus was. You know, like, instead of him making it very obvious. And I suppose the thing is, though, that is the thing with Bethesda, because, like, they always want you as the player to, like, make the right choice, or a choice that goes with your kind of your mindset or your mentality, whatever you want to call it. But, like, if they had have just not made it obvious that he destroyed the planet to keep a secret, and instead, like, no, I destroyed the planet because I didn't want the terramorphs getting off. Like, well, that's understandable, you know? As somebody who plays Halo, you know, you glass an entire continent to stop the flood. Plus, killing him's too easy. Because that's the thing is, like, didn't he technically, like, did more shit? Like, the bombing the spaceport, like, that's not why he should be fucking... I don't even think that's why he was locked up. I'm pretty sure he was locked up because he was the one who genocided the planet. Come on. Fit. Fucking fit. No. Does he even... No, he doesn't, which is annoying. There should have been an option to, like, see her. Would that be too dark on Bethesda if there was, like, an... Well, there was an execution star of Skyrim. Never mind. We should 100%... they should have let you do some justice on him. And you should have 100% been able to have run to the... Well, see, the thing is, I would say you should be able to run to the Freestar Collective and rat, but what are they going to do? They don't care. Like, there's only probably one person in the Freestar Collective that's decent, and that's the woman that makes guns, you know? Like, Ron Hope is fucking killing people. Fucking... Who's the other one? There's, like, 4 of them, isn't there? Is there 4? Yeah, Bayou fucking only cares about his Aurora business. Has anyone ever done a quest that actually allows you to, like, make the Paradiso, like you can take over? This is fucking get in the hole. Thank you. Has anyone ever made a, like, the quest where you can actually make the Paradiso people not have problems? That's what I mean. Dude's an asshole. Dude is very much an asshole. Hmm. Crimson has a different idea. Yeah, I definitely think Bethesda could have done way more with like. I think they could have did way more with, what does that look like? No, that would look really stupid. They could have did way more with like a lot of things, like example being the, like after playing Cyberpunk, I could kind of see like the cyber aesthetic that Bethesda was going for. Obviously they weren't copying Cyberpunk, but like that whole, like it just didn't really, like Neon was supposed to be, you know, that cyber city, but was it really? You can kill the board, but it doesn't, I don't think it does too much, does it? Like I would have liked it more diplomatic. It's kind of like the it's like the fucking whatchamacallit quest with it just rolls the dice for us so we don't have to see the dice and all the math. Yeah, it's I think at first glance it was kind of cool, but then it kind of lost a lot of its charm because it was kind of like, what the fuck is this? Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Oh, was that not? You're not attached. Why are you not attached? Neon was my favorite for the duration of my first playthrough. One of the traits of science fiction is politics. Starfield goals. I think it's probably a lot to do with the current climate because, again, there has been a lot of references to like Russian cosmonauts in this game, but because of, I don't know if Bethesda chose to like kind of shy away from it, because there's no way you're putting a VSS in a game unless you're going to kind of dive into, you know, like, and a VSS would be a very good weapon for a kind of a Soviet cosmonaut, you know, going to the explore, you know, planets and stuff. Even though it probably wouldn't. All you guys are gonna tell me why it's not a good idea, but I like the gun. Okay. It is weird that there's just one rig though. Like there definitely should have been more. I kind of want to see. That's the worst thing about concept art though is like, because whenever developers show concept art first, it's like, oh, this isn't gonna end well. This is gonna end horribly. I think this way I've always gone worse. With perks, it seems just as bad. The weapons way. All right, see you later, no growth. Yeah, Gargarian Landing. I feel like it needs more, considering like it's such a cool location, but there's like nothing to it. Okay, do I want to put? I could put the hab actually here. Hello there, welcome. What the fuck did I just grab? No. Abs. Babe. Where's my decor base? Do decor, genius. Question is, can I flip a thingy going up? Oh, we're gonna be waiting longer than next month. Definitely waiting longer than next month. Are you still there, Mona and Guilty? Hello there. How's Battlefield? This is gonna be a little crane for if you want to like deploy things. Should be able to pause the game and do it once again. I know someone who is on the content even agrees that it's definitely taking the piss now. Have they managed to say whether or not the content is worth it? Well, that actually that tells me the content is not worth the wait. If them people are saying that, oh Jesus Christ, game over. It's game over, man. If any mod authors out there that have been shown stuff want to show me, I promise you I won't rat you out. And I won't spoil anything. Bethesda, if you want to show me, I'm just curious. Crimson comes on like next live stream. Hi guys. Not having a good day today. Maybe next week, I suppose. See you later. They must have like, again, they must have like either the people they work with. I'm not either. I just found out my boss got fired. Is that why do you care if your boss gets fired? Unless you liked your boss, which is fair. Very happy. Oh, okay, fair. It's fair. I have a feeling I'll be job hunting. That's the worst thing about fucking, well, I suppose probably one of the worst things about like when you're employed and stuff is like, it's like that when it comes to that. They're still working on something. I honestly don't, at this point, I don't think they're working on fucking anything. They can't even work on getting the mod load order fixed, you know? Which kinda, you know, that, yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely done some massive damage. See, here's the thing. I don't know. Have any of the like the large influencers that have been shown the content? Have they like mentioned it? Because like I feel like if I was shown the content and people were like saying 2 point, well, actually that depends because I'd have some. I'd be the sort of person that like if I'd be trying to make everyone kind of aware. I don't know, but whoever it is, they've kind of fucked over everyone. See, I would like to think that like anyone that's, you know, been told it will be trying to somewhat damage control a little bit because you don't want to get your people's hopes up. But at the same time, yeah, I feel like if you are a creator that like you're not making money off Bethesda, your money comes from other things, like, you know, YouTube, then I don't blame them for, you know, like going that kind of route. Rumors I've seen from this. Yeah, the rumor stuff always annoys me because it's like, just shut the fuck up. You know, like it's like even like the only rumor, right? I really believe is it Jez Corden? Because I've known him talking about Halo like leaks for years, and he is credible. But even then, I'm pretty sure he's one of... Again, I don't know the guy personally. He could be actually an asshole, or he could be the best person ever. But I'm pretty sure even he tends to like be very like kind of vague or straightforward. And by that I mean like he doesn't go spouting like, you know, 2.0 massive big update. Because yeah. Put a Hope Tech nose quarter pipe. That's not a bad idea. Let me see if I'm trying to just oh, maybe not. Bethesda's like silence. Well, that's the other thing. It's like with all of the silence, you would like assume that Bethesda would want to get a hold of it. That doesn't really look like I mean, we could definitely do pipes. Like you would think that Bethesda would want to kind of get ahead of it. How good is the content when it's been over a year, no word, and people who were shown are biased and they haven't even shown a trailer? Mr. Beast been playing GTA for 6 years. What the fuck? It still gets used. It does. Well, that's Mona why I think like either Bethesda have gotten some of the most tight-lipped people you will ever meet, which is possible, or there's not enough content there to warrant them to, you know, to say anything major. Again, because it's their bread and butter, you know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to kind of throw shade. I know normally I like to throw a bit of shade, but Bethesda seem to have gotten the people, from what I've seen, the people that make the money, not the people that actually make the game better, while also making the money. So, like, if they're getting those sort of people, those people are probably either way going to say fuck off, which, I mean, makes sense, Bethesda. But, you know, even if it was bad, they're going to say nothing because that's their bread and butter. It annoys me because, like, you're giving... And again... I don't know. I've talked to a few mod authors and stuff, but like, I know some that I'm assuming haven't. They've said they haven't and stuff. But like, imagine how shitty it would be, right? If like, let's say for instance, you got a mod author that's like making really cool fucking content for the game, right? Like wants the game to succeed. They've done really good mods to promote that, right? And then it comes out, new DLC comes out, he's like as excited as everyone else is, but then he sees like, what's this? Paid mods coming out the same day? Oh, it's okay. And like you've got mod author B that like knows about it and is able to kind of build up content. Like it's weird, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to say it's, and again, this is just pure speculation here. I don't want to say it's like necessarily predatory, but put it this way, if this new DLC comes out, right, and then let's say a month after it comes out, we start seeing paid mod authors selling paid mods that follow the theme very closely, you're going to know that, yeah, and I don't like that. I think it's an all or nothing game, Bethesda. Let everyone, I mean everyone, including Gothos, including fucking Young Neil, let them all see it, you know? And if they manage to leak it, well, that sucks. Kick them out of the program. That fucking saves us hassle. My views will go down the drain, though. No more rage. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Starfield was one of the best. And again, yeah, like it's like anytime you see like any sort of like advertisement for like, you know, people hyping up games, it's I don't know, it's annoying. Even like the genuine like stuff. Do I want to load? Oh, wait a minute. I mean, I could go up that way, but would it look? I don't know. Let's see. They just used Juice because he would pimp them. Hey, bro, I'll take a free T-shirt. Do they come in 3XL? Rumors a lot of the new stuff is made, and don't get me wrong, I don't really like. It's like if mod authors want to like add some new stuff to the game, like that's cool, I guess. I have nothing against that. But it's like Bethesda, like where you have staff that you're being paid, you have a community manager that's currently being paid to do nothing. And again, I'm not trying to no disrespect towards them, you know, they can only say what they're being told. That looks too fucking ugly. I don't know. All I know is it's going to come out. It's not going to be as amazing as anyone expects it to be, because it's not. It's never going to please anyone. Even the people, the hardliners, the sweepers, it probably won't really please them. And I swear to fucking baby Jesus, if we end up like, if this is just another like fucking, like a little bit of a light overhaul to some features and another kind of Trackers Alliance thing where they're just going to use as a way to pump paid mods, which, you know, that thought didn't occur to me until now. But that's kind of problematic. They would be the ones to make the content and not take anyone away. Well, the thing is Bethesda are not like 4 guys in a room, you know? Well, sorry, these days it has to be, you have to be politically correct. It's 4 people. No, that's unfair to animals. 4 no, that's still, there's 4 life signs in the room. There we go. I don't know, like, it's like, is it like, look at what some of the mod authors that are like not worked but not paid by Bethesda are doing. So you, again, no disrespect, but I would imagine, you know, like if King Gath and his team are able to pull off that with a small team, you know, a smallish budget, like a decent budget, you know, people like you know, like Nova is able to pull off that small team, small budget, singular person, I think. Bethesda should be like able to pump out mad shit, you know what I mean? Like fucking like high level stuff, and they have in the past, not Starfield's past, but other past. I don't know what 2.0 is going to be, but I do know that it will be a million videos about how it failed. Oh yeah. Here, if it isn't rich in content, lower. Well, it's the thing is, it's, I don't think it's going to be anything. I mean, I would love some fucking story. Who knows? Like what? Like it's a year in. Let me check. How many hours does it take to beat Far Harbor? How long does it take to beat Far Harbor? So Far Harbor takes about 7 to 10 hours of... Okay, how many hours to beat Shattered Space? No, not Fractured Butthole. 6 to 9 hours to complete the main quest line with... Okay. So if we're going off of that metric, right? Of it takes about 20 hours to do all the content. I think 20 would be pushing it. I think I got most of the content done in the space of a day. But I think I would like at least 50 hours of content. It'd be amazing to have 100 hours of content. No announcement we're just talking about. But it's not going to. I don't think it's going to be that substantial. My ship is looking... Let's take these off and let's try something different. Why wouldn't they have the videos ready? I mean, there's probably people that do have the videos ready, and I don't really blame them. But then there is, I will say, there's a lot of different fan bases with Bethesda games and Starfield games in general. Like, there's a lot of people that just play the game, you know. They don't, and that's ultimately like we're like what is the saying? We're throwing a hot dog down a... No, that's a difference. Ignore that. That's probably not a good what is it? We're like a small minority, we that would like to see Starfield survive. Rover Arbor, Jesus Christ. Like, I feel like you look at the Bethesda, like, there's not enough uproar in the Bethesda Discord about it. Honestly, like, I'd like, so, you know, as the once great philosopher once said, I'm not seeing enough movement. Likewise, not seeing enough outrage. And obviously, I think the problem is these days, it's hard to kind of outrage yourself in a way that doesn't get you put on a list or get you on a, you know, on a I don't know, a stalker thing. The thing is, even if it was like Contraptions or like Wasteland Workshop, if it was just that, like it was delete from Bethesda Discord instantly. More than likely. They didn't delete mod authors talking shit about me though, no. That was up long enough for me to have to go and defend myself. It magically went away though when I started talking. That's pretty funny. Fucking assholes. But yeah, I mean, not some of it is for clicks. That's how YouTube is, but not all of it is. A lot of it, I feel like the people these days that are sticking with Starfield, they're either super delusional or they're in denial. And like, as we all know, the Nile is a river in Africa, and we know how long that river is. And Jesus Christ, which am I? Honestly, denial. What are the 7 stages of grief? I think I'm doing all of them at once. Why you call me out like that? I'm always on. What do you mean? I'm always fucking honest. Acceptance, 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 yeah. Todd Howard could do no wrong. I think at this point there's more than fucking Todd Howard going wrong at Bethesda. It'll have great cultural ties-in for its current AI usage in real life. Bethesda, okay, sorry. If it doesn't smart, DLC will be based on Cine AI. It'll expand. Expand is the reason why Cine AI is bad. Oh, that would be fucking amazing, Tennessee. And again, there's so many plot points like that that they could easily tap into. They've got cloning. You know, they've got sentient AI. They've got, you know, I know I say they've got loads, but they do. I'm drawing a blank, okay? My brain is functioning shit mode now. Trying to figure out how to build this. But there's so many like ways they could tap in. Will they tap in? Probably not. No, I don't think honestly, I don't think Microsoft has like much to blame for it. Microsoft they're definitely shooting themselves in the feet in a lot of regards, but I don't think it's on them, you know, in this whole thing. Shoot, how the fuck do I? Okay, we'll remove this doohickey because that was a. I can't fucking finish. Maybe. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like you just have to look and see it. Like there's a lot of different things that have went wrong. Like Microsoft likes money. They would, like, if they were going to go the route of like if they were in charge of the Fallout stuff, they'd be like, all right, Bethesda, you need to get this Fallout shit sorted. Like, we just released an anniversary edition, and, like, it's not even working how it should be. Like, yes, Microsoft. This grew too fast. The issue keep up, and some keep platformers left. Well, see, the thing is, like, platform are people leaving, and, like, that doesn't inherently mean, like, that necessarily that's a bad thing. Like, I would wager that, like, I don't know, like... Would it be, what's the word? Would it be blasphemous of me to say that there's probably people that are currently fans of Bethesda and have grown up with Bethesda that could do a better job writing than the OGs of Bethesda? Because they kind of immerse themselves in the lore a different. Am I weird with saying no? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm talking on my arse. But I think what I'm trying to say with that is like you could like people are replaceable. That sounded really, that wasn't meant to sound dark, but I mean they are replaceable. But like I feel like you could easily get like writers that would do, you know, like equally as good of a job, if not better. Like we've proven that Chris is a Takahashi. Did a really good job of like some of the quest stuff with mods and like was quite, you know, kind of tying stuff in. And that's just like one person, you know what I mean? Like there's definitely more there. You could always make more. Why do you not like him? What the fuck? He made these escape. Or he helped, no, he didn't make these. He helped with a load of the, I think I got that wrong about the escape. What does this look like? Don't like his Fallout stuff. Well, to be fair, if you're talking about like a lot of the mod stuff, a lot of it is just he had to kind of just do it on the quick. Are these specifically made for Deimos panels? Please? Like are they gonna snap better on a Deimos panel? Not really. They kind of fit on everything. Okay, cool. Was there anything interesting? A little bit of Marathon. They showed off the new Star Wars game again. They had like a lot of games that weren't really theirs. The new Star Wars racing game looks kind of cool. The new James Bond looks cool. That was really a Marathon and like a couple of PlayStation exclusives. But like ultimately, it's kind of like what is it? No Starfield, that's for sure. I will say it did feel an awful lot like Xbox's showcases in that like they're all toting the same kind of sub-questionable games. A lot of money, even though they made the decision that they stuck by, like Karlach. I hate Karlach's ending, not because it's bad, because she's a good character. Didn't they? I think there was a God of War thing, because I was only half, like, I had it turned on because I was playing Battlefield with my girlfriend. But I did see God of War there. They were talking about God of War. There was like a Rayman game, which looks kind of cool. I haven't played Rayman in fucking years. Alright, that actually kind of looks a little bit better. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Control spin-off. Why does that look familiar? Because you're investing in the character. That's fair. But didn't they come out and like change some things? The collection of Rayman. The Greece games of God of War. Because I realize God of War is not a Greek character. Is he? You know, is it? Kratos is Greek originally, isn't he? How did he end up fighting? I should play the games. All I know is that Halo is rumored to be coming out this year in summer. I don't know how true that is, but again, I would fucking love that. It would kind of give me something to cry about, less about. No, go up. Yep. Oh, that looks... Hate dumped. Community will play the game and it will get hate dumped. What do you mean it'll get hate dumped? I think Halo fans just want anything Halo. They're like, oh, we're gonna get Halo? Yeah, but what do you mean hate dumped? Like what, people hate on it? That's Halo fans, baby. Rumor. I heard a rumor that I'm back. Yeah, it's a ship, all right. I don't know what fucking ship it is. I've kind of given up trying to make a fucking cockpit at the front. I mean, a drag racing vessel, kind of. Maybe. Ooh. I might do a. Why do I even need that? If you're leaking solids, you may have. I might do a. What am I doing? What's tomorrow? Oh, wait a minute. We may have. Yeah, that looks pretty. I may potentially. You know what I might do? I might do like in the mood to build a ship, but to be honest, this isn't giving me satisfaction. Because trying to build something is not. Oh, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Never mind. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But I kind of want to. I might do. I want to do space engineers. Just because it'd be fun to like do. Because I remember I did it like very briefly one stream. And it was fun, but I think I was also not very that's when I was like first kind of starting to stream, and I didn't realize how much, just because it's like kind of like it's a longish game to play, because like you're basically playing like Minecraft, getting the pieces. Build a settlement. I've heard there's one that needs your help. Build a settlement. I'm so shit at building settlements. Buy me an Aston Martin. I'm either. You can buy your own fucking Aston Martin. What am I missing? Ship is missing a docker landing. A reactor? Didn't we plug a reactor into that thing? Watchtower is very good. It's honestly probably the best thing that's come out of Starfield last year. And the year before that, maybe. Inquest existed had something. I feel like I'm only here. I personally actually did what it was supposed to. If everybody talks about it, assume the 40 hours spent with Sarah before remembering the main quest existed. I used to make them. Was down to the main cast not being very well. I think part of the problem is that they're trying too hard. Like, not everyone is going to want to buddy up with your companion. Some people will. I had no problem with it personally. I know. Fun fact. Both Guilty and Mona had a shrine of Walter Shroud in their bedrooms for the first little while of the game coming out. You didn't hear that from me though. But I feel like if they had have given other like non-Starfield or like non-Constellation companion, like put it this way, Constellation should kind of been like the Blades in that you could have brought companions in. Like imagine you like Simeon was like fully fleshed out and you could have brought him into the Constellation. Like, yeah, this is my friend Simeon. He's going to join us. Instead of it kind of just being like, kind of like, yeah, anyone outside of that, yeah. Yeah, so you're a big fan of Walter Shroud. Shroud. Their survivor's guilt thing doesn't work. Bard not talking to you, not taking you on a crazy quest where you almost die. Yeah, I feel like there could have been a bit more to it. The other thing, it's like, oh, you're new here. Here, come help me with my family. It's like, what? I think is that just a Starfield thing though? Like, maybe it's because I'm getting older. All the companions are all made to run home. Like, I feel like things come at you too quickly, you know? Like, I think it would have been cooler if there was, like, actually, like, missions where you could go out and find these artifacts, and, like, there would be actually, like, it wasn't so much as a you know, Vlad being like, hello, sailor. What does he say again? Something about smiling. Catch a smile out there. Instead of just him telling you to catch a smile, like, you would have to go bring your companions. Like, imagine setting up a little field operation and stuff. Things could pop up, you know. That would have been a good use of the settlement system, Bethesda. Imagine, like, okay, we got to build an outpost. We got to hire a crew. We got to do mining. Like, just something like that to make it so that every single, you know, it wasn't just a kind of a go here, up and go there, linear. That's the word I'm looking for. Like, I think it would have been cool if, like, you actually, like, learn stuff. Like, imagine Noelle is out there in a spacesuit, and she's, like, checking the artifacts and kind of telling you stuff. I still hear something. What the fuck? It's okay. I preferred Sarah, because Andreja just seems to me like, all right, Serana was a really good character. The Gooners love her. How can we make another Serana? And they tried with Andreja, and, like, to be honest with you, her because did they ever, like, see, this is what, like, confused me, right? Because, like, do they ever I'm pretty sure early on her, like, quest, she talks about how, like, her people, like, had to rely on like traders or something, and it was always, like, rough going, right? But wasn't Dazra, prior to the idiot blowing up half it, like, wasn't it quite sustainable? To go build some, realize I can build a ship later. Understandable, Druid. House runner trash. Help me with this court document. Also, I need money for those court documents. Who's Clabber? Andrea's charm is because she just seems a bit autistic, and that's endearing in a way. But is she? See, and again, not trying to cause any problems here, because I know you got to be careful. But, like, was her character actually meant to be autistic, or was that just kind of something that was left up to it? Because, like, autism could be, like, a lot of things, and kind of putting it down to, like, being cutesy. I've seen some autists that aren't fucking cute. Mona, where's your cue? I'm joking. But, like, again, I can kind of see, she just, it's like that kind of thing of, like, and again, and it was Serana, like the damsel in distress, which in hindsight, if we look too closely at that psychologically, or philosophic, whatever the fuck it is. I love Mona. Next month's new mod, New Vegas, new ways to use the powers. You build an outpost, Indiana Jones it. That'll be... Hey, if somebody wants to get behind that, that'd be fucking cool. That'd be actually quite cool. 100% meant to have difficult times social. I don't believe beyond that. And again, the social stuff would probably be... Well, that's what I mean. Again, it's like, did they not... Because prior to Shattered Space, right? The way it seemed that I thought Serpenty Boys were going to be is that we're basically going to be kind of like the Quarians, right? Where they were living aboard spaceships, like a fleet out there. And then when Shattered Space kind of comes out, it's like, oh, these guys are very self-sufficient and very advanced. Their only problem is that they're led by a fucking moron, and their leaders beyond that moron are kind of can't come together. But I don't know, it just, yeah, it would, in her original iteration, it kind of makes sense, but then when you, like, if she actually, like, lived there, she would be talking to people, and, you know, she wouldn't really have that awkwardness. And again, it varies, though, because Bethesda did, like, I don't think I ever brought her to it. Does she actually say in the DLC, does she live on Varunkai or in Dazra? Or, like, was she an extremist? Well, we knew they had a planet, but like, wasn't the way they like worded it was like basically that they relied on smugglers for everything, which they do to some extent, but at the same time, she has strong Drax vibes. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one to say Drax. She doesn't like being seen. So she's not an extremist. Did she mention that when she lives there? Does she have family there? Did her family die? Because she does. I remember she mentions her family. Because I think I initially thought it was going to be like Nick Valentine with her, but then I vaguely remember watching some of the thing, and it was like her lines were. Well, it didn't help that her lines were kind of broken. Was sent out as a spy and separate from the planet without knowledge of where it was. Family being House Varun. Oh, that's what she meant by her family being House Varun. I don't know. I don't like Kate. She's too like. She's too. I don't know. I don't like that whole kind of like I'm a tough girl. I'll beat you up. Like, listen, woman, you don't need to be tough to beat me up. I play video games for a living. Okay. You could probably choke me out very easily while I reach for my chicken tendies. But also, does it again? She is not meant to be. She's not meant to be Irish, but she's meant to be Boston Irish, and it bothers me that they got a Scottish. Nothing against the Scots, Mona. Don't shit on me, but it annoys me they got a Scottish voice actor to voice a Irish. You know, just get an Irish American. Don't get a Scottish. Does she? Because that Scottish one is quite prominent, though. Because her family used to go to a restaurant by the dam. Oh, see, I'll have to go and, like, play through it, because I just remember, like, initially seeing clips about how, like, her whole thing was bugged, and it, like, didn't play out the way it was supposed to play out. But then I don't think I ever, like, noticed anything else. Anything Book Me Star Space had nothing I expected it to be. Yes, I mean, yeah, I don't think there was very much, and it's kind of like, well, what's the fucking point then? Like, Wiz, there's this game called Fallout. I know you probably never heard of it. No, I'm joking. But in Fallout Far Harbor, which is an expansion, you can bring Nick Valentine, and he basically is kind of like, he tells you like a lot of stuff because it's kind of tied to him. Fuck you, Mona. Need proper Irish. How dare you? How dare you? My accent's only weak because I'm on stream, and when I'm used to talking like this when I talk on the Xbox. Papa, we need a docker. Where do we put the dock? You stared at my ass? I'm not saying I don't like it. Oh, what the fuck? They just can't say that? What the fuck? Gonna take hydration. Like a pie where I service I could roll. Start true. You're gonna wait. Yeah, honestly, I would say wait to see what's going on. Although we could be waiting a fucking long time. Guinness is very, very prominent over here. People are fans of the Guinness. Personally, I tasted it once actually, and it was kind of disgusting. What do you think? What are you thinking? Lee, you strike me as someone who enjoys an old Guinness. Need to get the front of this looking less problematic. Like if you don't, I won't do request till after the DLC. Same dialogue if you don't do request. Guinness is shy. Guinness is huge over here. Over here. Oh, no. McGregor's cheap whiz can get fucked. I have tried it, Lyscard. I did a review of it on my Tuesday live stream. I will have an actual video review up in a day or two. Oh, I should have asked Michael's. I always forget Michael. Michael, despite being very, you know, fine fit sailing man, also likes with the alcohol. No, I don't like Guinness. You know, some people over here, they get you to Guinness by putting blackcurrant juice in it. And it's just like, nah. Although it's supposed to be like, that's one of the things they always say, like Guinness drinkers, like it's like a meal as opposed to a food. No problem, no problem. I wish I could flip these. Oh god. Okay, everyone likes Guinness with me. I see how it is. Lots of bread. Yeah, honestly. Thanks, Guilty. Guilty, do you think I sound Irish? Money, you don't understand how much that hurt me. I work so hard to, you know. I mean, it could be worse. I could be like one of those wannabe Irish, and by that I mean like people who are Irish, but they kind of play into it like, oh, me Lucky Charms, oh, don't put the immersion on. Oh, do you guys have immersion? Do you know what immersion is? Assuming you have something similar. Black and tan, Guinness and my, okay. All right. Well, that's, you know, yeah, as a Brit, you can say that all you want. Are you grabbing the ship and pulling apart? I'm pulling the part in place on X. What do you mean pulling the part on Xbox? What do you mean? What part? What part did I, like, when did I do that? Sorry, I build very quickly. You sound a bit Australian. Fuck off, cunt. No offense. Killzone. Fuck off, cunt. I'll get me didgeridoo on you, mate. No, I'm sorry. That's really, if I apologize. It's just, Flippy has once or twice mentioned his didgeridoo in talking, and I'm always like, Flippy, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't sound English at all, considering your girlfriend. What do you mean? Why would I sound English? I could do a really good English accent. Hello, governor. How's your trousers? My name is... Okay, he's like, culture. Fuck off, culture. Fuck, go fuck yourself, Ace. Also haven't gone out and really explored what kind of good beer. Well, it's, first of all, I know it's not a beer. I mean, in America, they might call it a beer. We call it a stout. So good. Corned beef, and it's gonna... Ooh. See, when you say corned beef, actually, hold on now. This is the time where Crimson has to bring up his PC to show you guys something. Give me a second. Now that we're talking about Irish things. Hold on now. Crimson is what we call a professional. Flashback to the Rolf Harris. What? Who said what? Who's Rolf? Is Rolf Harris not a pedophile? All right. So we have images. So we have that. Okay, that there, yes. Really? Can we, like, can I see some of it? Open image, a new tab. That's image, a new tab. All right. Okay, that was that's fucking tiny. What the fuck? Hold on now. Sorry. He's an Australian nonce who played instruments. Oh, what the fuck? All right, so can I like click one of these? Will you actually show me what it looks like? Open link, image, a new tab. Why is it so small? All right, it'll fucking do. All right, let me 1 second. Window. All right, Mozilla Firefox. Did that work? Okay. Nope, that's... Why is that not working? Okay, let's turn this off. No, turn that one off. All right, hi. That's the wrong one. Whoopsie. That is the wrong one. Let me show you this. So no, that is also the wrong one. What the? How the fuck did I manage that? How did I manage that? Oh, there we go. All right, this is like what Americans call when you guys say corned beef. This is what you guys think of, right? Right. We have this, not really common. This is what we refer to as corned beef. Technically, very different. I don't think there's much beef in this, but I like this. It's basically spam in a can. Fucking amazing. I have had this once, and it was very nice. It was very, very nice. But don't disrespect, this is really fucking nice. Really nice. Don't say ooh. It's fucking amazing. Anyway, back to our usual scheduling program. We have canned corned beef. Hello, Dong, by the way, if I didn't say hello. I think canned corned beef is fucking nice, okay? Like, don't disrespect it. It's fucking nice. My nanny used to have it. Like, there's some of the stuff, like, where my nanny used to live, my nan and granddad, there's like a little butcher's. And my granddad, he'd like mutton. And I grew a fondness for mutton. But as I got older and I realized, like, mutton, not a huge fan of it now because it's basically just kind of very fatty, kind of. It's not bad. But I remember liver. I had liver a few times. Very salty. Very kind of weird irony taste to it. Lots of Scottish beer. What's going on? What's Wiz asking? Who are we trying to... Famous Scottish beer? Iron Brew is really famous. It's very potent, though. It can knock you off your feet. Guilty Stouts are a class of beer. Okay, listen here now, Stone. As an Irish person that doesn't drink alcohol and the creator of it, if you go to any pub in Europe and ask for a beer, and they don't hand you a Guinness, and you're like, oh, I meant Guinness, they'll slap you. Like, technicalities aside, we're very specific on our alcoholism, okay? Like, as I've had many people in my family over the years die of alcohol poisoning, okay? I'm proud in my understanding of alcohol. That was sarcasm, but there is truth to it. Like, because, like, I would be kind of similar in that, like, beer. I'd be like, oh, give me some beer. And then, like, I found out that there's, like, pale ale, which, honestly, Indian pale ale, not nice. Irish pale ale, I was red. I thought it might taste nice. Not very nice at all. You're not all wrong. Oh, don't. You don't want the Brits and the Irish to fight side by side because that's something that's probably rarely happened in history. Statistically, I believe this, man. Yeah, I used to drink Beck's Dark. I've had Beck's. I used to drink non-alcoholic Beck's as a child in the pub. Don't look too closely at that statement. Killian's Red. Foster's is nothing but paste. Yeah, but like some of them, like Foster's is just basically cheap, isn't it? Like, it's like over here you can buy, what did it, when I had a Canadian friend over, we were like in Tesco and we got like a big thing of Molson Canadian. And I'm going to be honest with you, right? Like, I drink Miller. I like Miller. I also drink Coors Light. I know Michael's going to say that's piss water. But Molson Canadian, I could see why Tesco were having a sale on it because it is watery. Which I feel like, I don't know, like Coors Light and stuff, like even Miller, like, it's like a party thing. You hand it out. Like, people aren't really drinking to get drunk. They're drinking to take the edge off. You know, like house party. Like garden party, rather. Not house party. No, I don't drink piss. The fuck? I'm not Bear Grylls. And of course, I knew that criminal actually in America. He probably lives in Nebraska. Hey, now, don't. Nebraska? It's not really. No, I wouldn't be able for the fucking cold. Fuck that. Like, I've tried some other stuff. I don't like Budweiser. My mother loves Budweiser, and I could never hack it. I remember one time thought I'd be clever, right? I got a bottle of Budweiser and I was trying to sneak it because it was a party and I wasn't supposed to have it. And I may have poured some Coca-Cola into the Budweiser trying to hide the pint glass so it wouldn't look like Budweiser. And fun fact, Coca-Cola is like, yeah, we're going in to see you, kid. The press is running. Todd Howard gets his first copy. Like, there's a lot of hype for it. Don't get me wrong. And I will say, I've never had Bud Light and I feel like Bud Light might work. Just because Budweiser tastes too much like bread. And that is essentially what it is. Are they afraid of making a ship with a piss dispenser? No, please no, Todd. Please no. Mona, what sort of drinks do you drink? Because I know The fun one. Is there a drink or food that your country are famous for, but actually no one eats or drinks? Like, oh, that's a good one. Despite what the Swedes try to tell you, no one eats surströmming. Okay, I have befriended a Swede for 10 years just to come to this conclusion. The Crimson Hab. She drinks wife beater. What the fuck is wife beater? I mean, Americans think we will have corned beef and cabbage, and we don't. We would have bacon and cabbage, which again makes me wonder, because like corned beef, right, is when I actually had corned beef for the first time, the beef kind, not the tin kind, the kind that it comes from an actual cow. Like when you cook it, it's very pink, which makes me wonder when Americans say like, you know, like, oh, I had me corned beef and cabbage, like at some point, was it bacon, i.e. was it pork? And maybe they saw the color and thought of, don't get me wrong, Ted bro, I kind of agree. Cabbage isn't, you know, I mean, cabbage is a condiment, you know, a conduit, yeah, that you need to put stuff on. Like Nanny would do a bit of pepper, a bit of salt. Vegemite. You know, soda bread. I like soda. Not a big fan of soda bread. I prefer brown bread. I think, like, brown bread and country butter. Like, my nanny used to bake. I think everyone's nanny baked. That's a big thing in Ireland. I mean, probably a big thing. Like, Guilty, did your nanny bake? Your nanny probably bought them from fucking Waitrose. Mona, did your nanny bake? Michael, your nanny, like, was baking? For anyone here, grandmother was, like, baking a thing in your regions, too? I'm assuming maybe, because back then, you know, you didn't have the shops. There's nothing nicer than some homemade brown bread. And for anyone, I don't know if do you know what brown bread is? My granddad did. My nana was a lazy cow. Oh, I see. That's where you get your stuff from. Interesting. Modelo. What is that? Is Modelo an alcohol? Irish Americans eat corned beef and cabbage. They push the concept. Yeah, and again, I'm going to be honest with you, corned beef and cabbage would be far fucking nicer than bacon and cabbage, because bacon, well, bacon as in our bacon, our ham, can be very nice. It's hit and miss. Very hit and miss. Brown bread is very good, yeah. No, it's not a beer. No, it's not a beer. Scarborough Receiver dropped 500 cabbage. Brown bread. Oh, you get some brown bread, you get some country butter, put that on the range, not the pan. My nanny, when she used to make toast, she just put it straight on the iron range or the steel. I don't know what it's made of, actually. Fueled by turf, good old turf. And then, like, the bread had come off looking like you just used it to fucking, I don't know, and you'd scrape off all of that excess carcinogenic char, and then, yeah. And then my nanny used to always love, like, currant cakes, which are basically like scones, but they're not scones, and I wonder why they're not called scones. I wonder if maybe, like, it's an anti-British thing where they didn't want to call it scones because Britain. Or, like, maybe it's something different. She used to make them, but she used to make ones without currants for me, because I don't like currants or raisins. Kind of, again, let me, hold on now. Let me bring up my Google again, show you what good brown bread looks like. See you later, Tennessee. Have a good one. Oh, no. Irish brown bread. Oh, no, that's, no. And if you're buying Irish brown bread, there we go, right there. Let me window for a minute. That's it right there. If it's not coming in a circle, it's not the real stuff. Any slices of it? See, this stuff here, this has been made by a baker, which is still technically brown bread, but it's not homemade. Guinness is beer and scones are biscuits. Mine gone. What the fuck? All right, Michael, have a good one. Catch you later. But yeah, this is brown bread. That's what we call brown bread. It's very nice. Soda bread will be similar color, just white. We need to, one of these days I'll have to do like a cooking session. I have to get Deadly in. Scones are disappointment, cookies. Well, the thing is, right? Scones on their own are like dry as hell, but you put some fucking cream on that and some butter. Oh, yeah. I tried, I think I said this before. Everyone else told me a tube of Vegemite is good when out in heat training. I mean, Vegemite fucking has all the shit in it, doesn't it? Like, it's high fucking, I'm trying to think. Because it's like yeast extract, isn't it? Guilty, you should try and make a soda bread or a brown bread. A good old Irish brown bread. I'll send you the ingredients. Marmite was okay. Let's not start a war on Marmite. Okay, that's you're giving Mona flashbacks. Cream or jam? Cream or jam? I mean, I would put butter first, personally. No, he's saying which goes on first. Fucking read, you dopey scout. No, I'm sorry. Did you ever try simit? I asked because you know a kebab simit. Is there another word for that? What does it look like? I have not heard of that word, but if it might be called something else over here. Yeah, well, fucking brown bread can be a dessert. The Marmite Wars. It's like the EB Wars, only worse. There was no guns involved. Look, I'm like liking this, but I'm like, I need like, put in the front. I mean, I could actually put cargo at the front, maybe. Little Debbie does my bacon need bread and butter pudding. Bread and ooh. I watched a video of these two Americans. They went to Cheddar Gorge in England. And they had like a cheddar sandwich, and they were like, their one friend who was clearly familiar with cheddar and is from, you know, he lives in England. His other friend doesn't, and he was coming in saying some solicitous stuff like, I thought cheddar was American, isn't that what we have cheddar? And then after he ate bite the cheddar, he's like, I take back everything I said. I understand now. Not saying that I know America, you guys have a lot of quite prominent cheeses yourself, but like. I think it was Shari that lives close to. It was Shari, wasn't it? That lives close to Cheddar Gorge. And he's always like, "Oh, Crimson." No, it wasn't Shari. It was Spider. Was it Spider? Fuck, it was one. I think it was. No, I think it was. Is Guilty? Cheddar Gorge, is that close to Birmingham or no? Because if it's not close to Birmingham, it was Spider. It was Spider. Thank you, Guilty. Thank you for clarifying. If you're watching this, Spider, after the fact, I apologize. I knew it was one of yous. Not to say, oh, I think all you Brits are the same, but just because I remember Shari said something, it was like there was something else about, oh, Shari was the cab race world. But yeah, we have our own cheeses too. They're not like, there's nothing like to write home about necessarily though. I'm not saying that. I like made several attempts to order like cheese just for, during the Christmas, I wanted to like, you know, try some fancier cheese. My God, the fucking price. It's like, nah, we'll just pop down to Tesco, get some cheese that way. I'm sorry, anyone watching this hungry. Usually tends to happen. I love, hello Jakob, I used to love cheese sampler trays. What's it? Oh, is that like, wait, samplers? You mean like for some reason that reminds me of the people that in like shopping centers that have the little like, you know, like the stalls where they're letting you try stuff. Many times I remember going back a few times and eating them. Irish beef, English cheese, Scottish whiskey, and Welsh cake. That's fair. That's fair. My beef is pretty big. But you oh, okay. You know, because anyone ever avail of those? Do you guys have them in your countries, like where there'll be some person that like usually like, I don't think they actually work for the store specifically, but they'll be showing off stuff. Like I remember a lot of times it's cheese or just like stuff they're trying to get you to buy. And some of the stuff, my God, some nice. Bum bum bum. I would. Oh, sorry that you said that. I would guess Turkish bagel. A bagel? I'm not sure. I mean, it's very possible. Because I'm assuming if it's so it's a type of bread. See, we've only recently started to kind of get other types of bread. I remember I used to love when. God bless the Polish. Their Polish bread. My God, the Polish tiger loaf, I think it's called. Oh, that's some fucking bread. you know? Like, it'll put it this way, anybody who prefers Uncrustables, you'd probably look at Polish crusty tiger bread and, like, die. Like, that's all crust all the time. What I like about, like, that's what I like the kind of culture, like, it's like, give me all the food. All of the food, please. Like, yes, come on in. You bring, bring the food. Yes, give it to me personally. Obviously, some foods can fuck off. Looking at you, Japan. Not Japan personally, but your sushi can stay outside. Oh, it's not even the dirty bastards. They stole our pulp. They stole our alcoholism, and now they're stealing the bread that doesn't even belong to them. Have I misnamed it then, Guilty, or like did the Poles try and claim it? Because I'm 90% sure the Polish shops used to sell it. Make me hungry. Milk bread. What is milk bread? Simit is a one-of-a-kind Turkish pastry. Like, you use words that I don't understand, like akne or borek, which is directly translates to... Which is difficult to translate... Okay, fair. No, sushi can get fucked. Sushi can get fucked. No. Raw meat, fuck off. So what would it be? Like a donut? Like a bagel? What makes it different? Not sure, but tiger bread is pretty common. So is tiger bread like the bread, the crisp, like the crust is crispy, but like if you don't have like the finesse of a surgeon, you're going to like rip apart the white opener. Basically, you open. Okay. I'm not sure. I had papadoms recently. I know that's nothing to do with Turkish cuisine. I mean, the thing is, we probably have it, but it's probably named something different again, like me saying the tiger bread, which wasn't tiger at all. Milk bread. Well, saying that, Killzone, one thing I gotta take offense. You Australians, right? Okay. What the fuck is with you guys? Have like exotic as hell shit there, right? What is the fascination with getting a slice of plain white bread, buttering it, and then sprinkling some hundreds of thousands on it? Like, I'm not trying to... I realize, like, look, poverty was a thing back in the 1900s, okay? But, like, my God, what the fuck? Like, people eat that and like that? Although, to be fair, my nanny used to eat sugar sandwiches, which is butter, so maybe there's something in there. Milk bread, Japanese milk bread, or is it Asian style? Oh, someone's saying something else. Sorry, I apologize. Friend went to Japan and bought pastry, assumes filled with jam. Oh, yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah, milk bread, fluffy. Is the milk bread is... See, was that where those kind of cake sandwiches came from, and then M&S did them? Well, the sesame seed sprinkles on them to begin with. Well, yeah, the crust is thicker and more of an orange color with a pattern of a tiger. Oh. It might... Oh, if it's orange, it's definitely fucking... The Netherlandians love naming everything orange. Or love everything orange, which is interesting. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. We could put some of these. I'm not knocking it up. Well, I am knocking it. I'm very confused as to how it works personally, but if it works, it works. Like, if I'm going to a party, I'd prefer to... Well, I wouldn't be going to a children's... Well, no, I would be going to a children's party. I have nephews and nieces and might have a child at some point in my life. But I'd prefer to bring a... What is the Kevin the Caterpillar? The knockoff? No, it's not even Kevin. Is it Charlie the Caterpillar? I just don't like raw food, Tatar. Like, something about it, I just don't... Like, I remember many times I've had, like, even, like... If somebody give me a fry that's half-cooked, I'm like, nah, gone for the day. Stole our tulips, and now everyone thinks they're native to Holland. Yeah, but yeah, if we go that far, everyone's fucking stolen everything. Like, no one's native to anywhere, you know? Like, all of our stuff, like the humble potato that Irish people are known for is not even Irish. It came from the South America. But like, just let people have their things, okay? Like, exactly. We're talking about food, not, well, politically food, but the food. Like, I think I asked this before, Dong. Is sushi as big in Korea as it is in Japan? Because like I don't think I say this broad as if there isn't like almost a billion. The Chinese I don't think are partial to sushi, are they? I've watched a few videos of like Chinese thing. They kind of prefer their stuff cooked, right? I mean, the idea of if you're trying to feed a large population, the last thing you're going to be doing would be using raw fish. Then Japanese is a small island, so maybe. It is pretty big. Oh, it's pretty big. Okay, you can change the board with Nutella. See, now that... Oh, yeah. Now I could get behind that, Killzone. Yeah. Got stealing. It was gifted by the Ottoman Sultans and the Dutch. Yeah, yeah. Not everything's stealing. Sometimes. A popular restaurant, KFC, which under fucking standable. Fucking Colonel Sanders, my guy, if you were alive today, I would shake your hand. I fucking love KFC. I want more KFC in my life. Sadly, the closest place like an hour away, which I know you're Americans like, that's just a quick hop in the Ford F-150. But that's a distance for me. There's 2 McDonald's within 10 minutes, though. I mean, everyone in Korea is open to raw food, though. That makes sense, though. Like fast food, right? Well, I will say, over here, and I'd look there. There's probably a documentary on it, but over here, almost like Ireland's food, like fast food culture, right, or shops, is probably like 80% like individual kind of mom and pop style places, and by mom and pop I mean they're usually run by gentlemen or women, you know, not necessarily family run, but like, you know, like they're kind of independent establishments. And then you've got like McDonald's and KFC, and all of the independent establishments, the chicken's always the same. It's like this weird kind of like, you know, like Guilty and Lee and stuff, Mona. You know when you go to like Tesco and they have like the chicken in like the deli section, like the chicken drumsticks, and like it's how would you, it's weird because it's like, it's almost like it's the way it's like breaded and stuff. It's like almost like it's made to be baked as opposed to fried, where that's pretty much how it is. A lot of places, it's just not very nice. It's like very greasy, overly crispy. And like KFC change to the room. Oh yeah, well, okay, I don't want to shake his hand anymore. Fuck him. Fuck him. Eels and shrimp. See, I want to try shrimp dong. I really do, because it looks quite cool. But I don't know, there's something about it. I don't know. There's also the worry of like, do they when they're cooking shrimp, do they remove the ass, the anus? I also want to try, what is it? Is it soft shell crab? You can already eat the whole shell. Never had Popeyes personally. The closest, like the best, there is like a place called, what was it called? What was it fucking called? It's like chicken. Tenderhooks. It's like one of these ghost restaurants operating out of an Eddie Rockets, which is like an American style diner where apparently they take every aspect of America, but the pricing is fucking horrendous. Like I'm not saying America's cheap by any standard imagination, but like, isn't America known for like its portion size and how there's a reason, you know, obesity's on the, I mean, don't get me wrong, obesity's on the rise everywhere, but like, you're not going to get a beast going to Eddie Rockets, put it fucking that way. But they like had like kind of American style chicken, and because I feel like the difference is KFC chicken, it's almost like it's breaded as opposed to battered, but it's still fried. Whereas like a lot of the chicken here is just battered. You know what I mean? Like, is it like that over there in England? Like, Mona, is it where you live? Like, because I know I'm amazed. Like, I watch loads of videos on like people like eating places like up in Scotland, and despite Scotland being quite similar to Ireland in that, like, you know, we our poorer regions are still poor and stuff, and we rely a lot on the old chippy. But like the amount of stuff they have in like chippy is so fucking like crazy. Like the level of stuff, like it's kind of, yeah, beer. The thing is, I've had beer bar stuff. Rockets is like Johnny Rockets revolve. It's such a weird one because like it's American themed, but then they have like burgers named after like there's a burger called the M50, which is like a kind of a highway, Ireland's only like kind of highway, and it's like I doubt Americans name their burgers after fucking like highways. Yeah, give me the I-87. Oh, what do you mean? There's scorpions and laves? Oh yeah, I love that. Not a shrimp family. Oysters. Now, oysters, again, I feel like I don't know. Big Barry's Baps on the Mersey side. That's our burgers, eh? What the fuck? Big Barry's Baps? You know that Maryland might get a state shark, and the state shark is going to be called... That's fucking sick. That's really sick. Megalodon needs more hype. Also, I want more, like... Have you guys ever seen pictures of, like, what scientists think the Megalodon actually look like? Because people assume it's going to be a giant great white. It's not a giant great white. Megalodons are supposed to be a lot bigger, fatter. What a Big Barry means a heart attack burger. What is it called up in your place, Mona? You'll see sushi restaurants here naming their sushi like that. Just what? They'll just name it like naming the roll after the local. And I suppose that's not too bad, but it's just like be the first day. That's fucking sick. What caused them to do that? I'm assuming there's not, well, like the beer. It's like that beer called Delirium Tremors. Most of the burgers here are named after towns or counties. That's fair. Ours are like, I think we try to kind of, I think it depends. I have not, Jakob. Is it very cool? Like, I mean, you go most places, it's usually quarter pounder, half pounder. Supermax do 5 ounce, 10 ounce, and yeah, 10 ounce burger. Oh, so fucking good. I'm a fat ass. I'm not a fat ass. I'm eating healthy again. But there's something weird. Like the last time I lost weight as well, or I went to intermittent fasting, my YouTube was 90% me watching food. It was almost like, I feel like if I was an alcoholic, in order for me to get over my alcoholism, I just stand outside a bar watching people drink, which is weird. You know what I mean? That's kind of cool though. Like more kind of harder to do bosses. Can't get over Big Barry's Baps. A kebab van here known as the Van of Doom. Is that just because like it's going to be questionable coming out the next, you know, or is it like it's so good it could kill you? Which works either ways. Let me do Docker. Good kebab shop names too. Yeah, see, I don't really think of like... I don't think the only reason Maryland is having a state charter is because celebrate the state's rich... That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, what's that? Okay, I think now my Jurassic Park knowledge. What's the... Maryland, that's... Is that up beside Washington? No? Yes? No? Conning Tower Docker. The Conning Tower Docker is very fucking cool. Unidentified meat. That's the problem over here. Like, a lot of the, like, you go to, like, a place, right? And be like, oh, I wouldn't mind a kebab, right? Freezer roll is one, as in it's so spicy. Freezer roll. Oh, God. Oh, that latest. I haven't seen the latest Jurassic Park. I always like Jurassic Park, though. Very good. Getting fat in my old age. Beer and food. Hey, that's all we need. All you need in life. Beer, food. Having someone that loves you. Also helpful, but optional, you know. Waste. Is it? See, I just like it for the dinosaur stuff, personally. We need to figure out how I'm gonna bring these in. You still there, Mona? You working? You haven't told us like your cuisine. In that order. Whiskey, hello, Mona. There's this, I don't know if any of you've seen Mona. There's this like, so there's apparently this like Scottish lady where she's always doing like her food stuff on TikTok and she's always getting a chippy. But like the comments are equally traumatized at the fact that she's able to, like, they eat so much shit and they don't seem to put on weight because they show themselves in it and they're clearly, like, you know, like they're, you know, normal sized people these days. But it's just, yeah, I think you know what you're talking about. It's just funny because, like, some of the hate she gets, like, really, you're gonna hate. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, grow up, people. Like, so trying to stay away from the hard. That's fair, Dad. That's 100% fair. I've never been... I've tried some of the hard stuff. Like, I tried whiskey once, twice. It wasn't really for me. Like, I'm more of a kind of a, like, whatever drink is there, I'll drink it. Like, if there was a beer in the fridge and it was cold, I would drink it. If there was a cider, I love cider, but I love more. Dell got hate for getting fit. Yeah, stupid shit. And then I seen somebody, like, because obviously with the weird take Crimson again, we're going like politicals because they all died. They died in the movie. I wonder how on earth did we tiny humans manage to make it here? Yeah, they died sadly. We came along way later. We had to fight saber-tooth tigers and mammoths, though. Also a fun little fact. The place near... Oh, of course it does, Mona. Only the Scots. Like, only the Scots. And I guarantee it's probably some Chinese dude running the place if it's like and he just goes with it. Rum and bourbon. I've always wanted to try, like, bourbon. Whiskey so much I avoid buying it, knowing I'd be drinking it all the time. A glacier bear. Do you know what a glacier bear is? A bear from Alaska with blue trimmed... What the fuck? That's fucking sick. It's wee. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? But no, there's a few, like, places. Remember, like, one time, a family friend, they got a car, right? And it was, like, an older car, but they were, like, trying to figure out how some of it worked. And, like, I think it was Chinese, and the manual's in Chinese, and they brought it into the local Chinese place. They've been working there for years. Like, oh, can you read this? Like, oh, I don't read this. Sorry, I'm not Chinese. Like, what? What do you mean you're not Chinese, but you're working at China? How dare you? I think they were Taiwanese, I believe. Which, in hindsight, makes sense, because, like, if you look on a Chinese menu, like, an actual Chinese person would probably look at it. I'd be hungry. What the fuck? They'd look at it and be like, there's a lot of weird stuff on this that is definitely not Chinese. Like, one thing I like that I guarantee you is not Chinese is probably, like, is these little, like, curry trigons, right? It's like a little triangular pastry with chicken and curry in it. Oh, so fucking nice. So nice. But I don't think it's Chinese. It's like the Chinese, like, they don't really deep fry their pastries, don't they? Like, don't they prefer to, like they're more... I mean, maybe they do, don't get me wrong. But I just remember I had, like, Chinese dumplings one time. They were nice. But love getting a fish and chips for my Chinese in a burger. It is funny, though, because, you know, like, they have to do that. Like, they're like, your Chinese does, like, and I will say, does anyone else, and again, this is probably just a European thing, but the chips out of a Chinese are fucking something else. I think it's because they cook it on a wok. Like, woks are superior. Like, we need to heat some. What's wrong? Sorry. You should log in for the free chest. They go for 91 days, and you get 5 to... Oh, shit. I will have to check that out. Thank you very much, Jakob. I've never had Korean barbecue. I've wanted to. I had... Hold on, now, what's that? I had teriyaki. Teriyaki, is that Korean or is that Chinese? Or is that Japanese? I had teriyaki one time, and it wasn't too bad. Because they fry 100 ducks. Oh, yeah, 100%. That is why, definitely. But it actually tastes good. I don't care. I'll order my dinner. Exactly. Like, it's... Because, like, I feel like Chinese and stuff, like, it's nice. Oh, it's Japanese. That would make sense. Teriyaki's nice, though. It's the, like, the one thing with some with Chinese places, some things that we hit and miss is sweet and sour. Like, some sweet and sour be, like, really sweet. Like, really sweet. Some can be very vinegary and almost, like... Some will be, like, bright yellow. Some will be, like, orange. In my kebab, they sell questionable curries. I think it's all pish left. Oh, well, to be fair, I spent 20 quid 2 weeks ago on a curry for one. I got a chicken korma with... They gave me papadums and stuff, and it was, like, nice. But the rice they give you, I don't know if it's an Indian rice, but it's, like, all colorful, and it tastes more of vegetables than, you know, rice. Oh, no, I know it's different than the teriyaki. I was just saying, like, that's probably the closest. There's Space Marine chapter. Salamanders or Thousand Suns. I've seen like, have you guys ever seen like the YouTube videos where like they'll get like tribal people and like have them like they'll try food or they'll like watch things. Like, can you imagine taking a tribal person and like dropping them in like the middle of like some like just like, I mean, people have probably done it. Like, but like a McDonald's or something, they'd be just like, what is this shit? Actually, they'd probably like it, to be fair, because like I feel like I don't know, I feel like McDonald's gets a bad rap. I get Chinese rice with an Indian curry with British chips. Damn right, and it's fucking amazing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Indian special fried rice. No, thank you. Like I will say, the time I had the chicken curry pizza, I think more stuff needs chicken curry. Like, imagine a chicken curry burger. Oh, imagine how good that'd be. It's like KFC, but like curry on the burger instead of I'm sure. That show is awesome. They said yes. It's fucking it's awesome just seeing stuff like that. Like, you know, they're not gonna, you know, depending on where you live. Like, we're lucky enough that we live in kind of places that are very cultural. There's everything. Lobster pizza. See, I feel like lobster. I want to try lobster, but I've never tried it. I feel like I'd like it, but yeah. Sandokan. What is Sandokan? Korean barbecue chicken. I would love. Even the smoked, like the smoking thing. That's something that hasn't really taken off over here. Has it taken off over in England? Like the kind of the smoke, you know, people like doing the. Well, actually, I'm assuming. Like the brisket and stuff, like, give me any meat, give me meat. Work this out. Another kebab here, we changed suddenly to a Chinese, but still the same Iranian. Like, I will say, that's what I was trying to say with the whole mom and pop, because generally speaking, like, a lot of these fast food places will be run by, like, people that aren't, like, they could be Irish, not saying they're not, but, like, they're not, you know, let's say they're not white, pale-faced, you know, farmers tanning, you know, they're clearly from different cultures. And I always find it like fascinating because like there's one place they do like, it's like you say more, the kebab place, but they do fucking amazing Indian. And I don't want to go and ask them, are you actually Indian or are you actually Pakistani? Because that might be offensive to them because India and Pakistan fucking despise one another. No, I would not like Rocky Mountain oysters. I am not eating Rocky Mountain. Fuck that. There's like another place where like the Chinese, and I don't think they're Chinese because like on the menu, they like to buy vapes and Monster. And also like American milkshakes. And to be fair, those American milkshakes are very nice. But the other thing too is, and someone might be, someone saw of chicken curry burgers, Google it and you'll find, no, why, damn it. It's a good idea though, I claim it, but no, hello, Sitter. Like, it's not like, I mean, some places over here, there's some restaurants that do slurry burgers, which we call, for anyone not familiar, slurry is the, poop that farmers spread on the field, but a slurry burger is basically just a beef patty with now I want one. I want like a proper like a see, because I feel like it'd be better if like, because if you like got like actual like chicken cubes with the curry as opposed to like a big, you know, big fillet. I asked them, said, you mixed Iranian and Chinese. They told me to fuck off. I said, no problem, pal. Don't want to get banned in the Chinese food slap. But yeah, it's just, it's yeah. Well, because what's the other thing I was going to, because this Chinese place, they do, it's basically corn, deep fried. I don't think that's Chinese at all. Isn't that American? Isn't that like a big American thing where you guys fry fucking corn on the pan? Isn't that called a griddle? Grits or whatever. But it's fucking nice all the same. Oh, they also do churros, which aren't really churros because churros aren't supposed to have anything in them, but these have chocolate in them. Oh, so fucking good. No, not corn cheese. No, it's basically just like oh, katsu curry. Yeah, like, but it's like, but not roasted. No, like, you know, like sweet corn. Like, they're just sweet corn. And it's like put in like a batter so it like makes a vaguely circular shape and then it's just deep fried. And it's basically like a deep fried pancake with corn. It's so fucking nice. It's apparently a starter there. I don't think, no, it's not corn on a cob. Just literally like they've taken the sweet, that would actually be quite a deep fried fucking corn on a cob. Oh. Oh, that's... Now I'm fucking hungry. Irish version of haggis. That is corn fritters. I think it is. That's what it is. I think it's called corn fritters. Haggis is that's Mona's domain. Probably black pudding or white pudding would be similar, but not the same thing. We still have wee little ginger pale face last behind the tail. Asked her something. Yeah, she's like, do I look like I'm Polish? Fuck off. We got grits, but that's not fried. Yeah, it's just called a corn fritter. Yeah, but I always assumed like that. I didn't think that was a Chinese thing, personally. But they're fucking nice all the same. I've seen, there's like this fucking, I've seen this clip of this lad, and I don't know what language he's speaking, but he's from Scotland. He goes around to like the Scottish, like in Aldi, and he like asks them questions, but he like says things arseways, and like the comments are more talking about how they can't understand the poor shop assistant. But I think the thing is with people who are like Scottish or like English or Irish or basically anywhere where, you know, you have to deal with thick accents, they're quite good at discerning like what's being... I've never had chicken fried steak, and I was saddened to find out that it's not a chicken wrapped in a steak and fried. It is just steak with a gravy. Buffy's food. All right, catch you later. I will do. Oh, I have to actually get the Corvette. That's fair. Up to a Scottish girl, just the account. It's a trip. Oh, some of the stuff, it's like... Mona, I think 100% you would do bits on Instagram or like YouTube or anything, just like going through the various restaurants. That's what I mean. It's like, so like, it's just kind of like, you can kind of, and obviously there will be sometimes I'll hear an accent, I'm like, what? Like when Mona like will be DMing me or talking to me, will, you know, she tends to use linguistics that I'm like, can you please speak English? Because I have no idea what you're saying. Hush puppies. That's what I think they might be then, yeah. And they're quite nice. I just have a lot of wikis open now. Looking up stuff. Fair. That's awesome. Like, definitely trying to have it. Yeah, it just slips out like, excuse me, fucking speak again, please. I can't do it, Captain. 14 Corma's giving new armor, the heels nearby. Ooh, I miss my Po Folks restaurant. Hello there, Backbone Po Folks. As in, like, Po. What is Po? Like, when I think Po, I think like a po' boy. Like the New Orleans sandwich. New Orleans. I feel like that's like the one thing that we should. I mean, food does unite us. Oh, poor on the south. Ah, okay, yeah, fair, understandable. Okay. She can't go any faster. Fuck off. Get discount the Polish supermarket shop there. Oh god, but imagine you trying to speak Polish. Like, because the thing is, you imagine you going to countries, because you're quite a traveled woman. Like, I can't imagine, like, you speaking in a foreign dialect, like going to say, like, I don't know, like, the Middle East and speaking in their dialect, and they're like, the fuck is this person saying? What even accent is that? But I mean, they'd also be kind of very appreciative. That's why I like the, you know, the videos where like someone speaks their language, and they're always like really like impressed and also like very proud, which is really cool. So I seen a meme where basically it's like countries where they don't like you when you try to speak your language, and apparently, and Wiz might be able to chime in a little bit. But apparently France and Germany don't like you attempting. They'll be like, haha, that's cool, now speak English. Whereas, like, places like apparently Sweden and, like, Netherlands, or Netherlands, I think, and Denmark. We've been learning some from the Cross the New Dawn because the words are simple. Oh, very cool. You wouldn't appreciate it, but they tell me I'm oh, Jesus Christ, give me a discount because I kicked the kid over who was trying to steal. I never understand why people steal from, like, local shops. Come on, steal from the big places. Don't actually steal from the big places. Oh, you're from Georgia. Oh. Very nice. I used to know some gentlemen from Georgia. back in my days of gaming. Where were they from? I think they were close. No, I don't think they were close to Atlanta at all. They were very country, very southern. They were the sort of people that like would say sir. Like I'd be playing with them, and because I'd older, they'd refer to me as sir. It's like, bro, I'm not a sir. Flattering, but very weird. Just learned hello, goodbye, thank you, and help. You also learned help before I go to the country. Oh, help, okay. The locals were... That's what I mean, like, people, they're always, like, nice when you know. The Dutch speak English. If they say they don't, they're being rude. Well, I was always shocked at the percentage of people that, like, and I always say this, but, like, in, like, secondary school, we're, like, pushed to learn either Spanish or... learn, in my school, it was Spanish or French. And, like, depending on the school... you can like learn obviously different languages like German and stuff and all that, but like when you find out that like a lot of Europe doesn't speak English very well, and it's like, is that just because they don't teach you, or like is it? And I suppose it's like, because I know the Swedish people speak very good English. All the ones I've known speak very good English. We got to but I miss from Georgia. I joke with him that I might have an American. What the fuck? Had to learn Spanish. I did a project in Wales, and they all speak Welsh just because our mountains are better. We don't shag sheep. Well, they're proud of their like their language. Like there's people in Ireland like that too, but I just kind of write them off as like kind of like extremists in the fact that, you know, like you're not any better than me just because you can speak our native tongue. Okay, it's not my fault. I can't blame fucking schooling. Germans take English as a second language. So Germans, in theory, should all be able to speak English quite well? Because I feel like the French can speak really good English. They just don't want to. Then I failed the class. And I don't actually need it since English is my second language anyway. Well, the thing is, right, if you're like... So I always find that fascinating as a non-native English speaker learning English, because apparently English is one of the hardest languages to learn. I feel like, yeah, that just kind of highlights, like, Jesus Christ. Only those who are uneducated can speak it. Yeah, but, like, is it like, not, I know there's a lot of countries these days where, like, I know I've had people tell me, like, oh, if you have a decent grasp of the English language and stuff, you can get a job in a lot of countries just teaching English as a secondary language. You know, one of my tutors said, I think she said she was in China, I think, for a while, teaching English to Chinese kids. And, like, places like that. It'd be a fucking fun way to, like, see the world, you know, and teach them English. Germany. Learned a little German. Oh, very cool. Gesundheit, Wunderwaffen, Sanitäter. I definitely didn't learn all of my German from Call of Duty and or Battlefield. Perfect's a Wi-Fi box. Attempt to say bah to the connection. For the oh, Jesus Christ, Mona. Where I live. One thing I love about where I live, I learn a little, but everything just by being around them. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. Sure, seeing English speakers try to learn Korean, I can't really complain. I think, I think Korean and Chinese and, like, languages like that require you to use, like, a lot of, for instance, a lot of European languages, the letters are all there. You guys kind of go the route of, you know, like having pictures stuff. And then there's the Russians where it's like Cyrillic and it's like scribbles. I know I can read a little bit of Russian thanks to Daisy, but, like, yeah, I can't imagine. But even, like, some of the way people do maths and how they say numbers, like, apparently, like we say 22, right? 22. Apparently, like, in different languages, like Europe, they say 22. Like, the word for 22 would just be 2 and 2. I think I'm probably butchering that, but it's fascinating. Another one was, I remember watching a Polish lad, how he does his, like, multiplication and, like, long division. Like, long division for us, multiplication, we didn't actually have, like, a method for multiplication, but for division, usually you put the number you want to divide by the other number, you draw, like, a line, like an L. But, like, it's crazy the way different people learn, like, the same stuff, just differently. Language, the accent. Oh, accents, yeah. I'm always fascinated with accents. Remember versus duty station in the army. Very cool. What did you think of it? Like, so would you have been, you moved to Germany after being in America? Like, did you find it like I suppose Germany, depending on when you went, because Germany's always been quite, like, I mean, Germany's always been quite industrious and kind of out there, but did it feel much different than, like, America? Korea, there's 2 different words for the number 2. It really messes, oh, there's 2 words? Oh, Jesus. I boo Dinky down. What the fuck? German says zwei uns 20, meaning 2 and 20. Yeah, see, that's, yeah. And see, in Irish, it would be fecha do, meaning 20 and 2. So it's interesting kind of how, like, the different languages. I think only 4% of Scottish people pass the language change of French or German. Scottish trying. Yeah, I can't imagine how like I feel like if you're a Scottish person, right, and I feel like if you want them to get a good grasp, you're 100% sending them down. Would I be right, Mona? You're going to be sending them on holidays to the south, so they can kind of. Because, like, there's definitely a part of me, like, I know people, like, kind of make jokes about, like, I don't sound Irish and stuff, and I do, but I tone it down. But sometimes I'm grateful, because more people can understand me. It's like, I was like, off you go to England. Just rereading all the stuff. Because Turkey, but they become more strict. My mother's strong Aussie accent, and they were upset. Appreciating it. That's kind of stupid. I love accents. Fucked up thing is it switches around German. 113 would be, Jesus Christ, did you just summon a Dremora? 103.10. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of crazy because, like, again, it's like European languages, a lot of them are, most of them are based loosely off of Latin. Aside from Gaeilge and Gaelic is more Celtic. They need 2 words. Hey, you need more than 2. It was interesting. Lots of beer in castles, also liquor vending machines. Oh, I'm always jelly of the Germans because they have good sausage and good. The beers. Don't know about the Lederhosens. Like, is that like a thing, Wiz? Like the Scots? Do you have like one in your back? You know, your suitcase. The Ramstein Air Base we had to go through. I think it was Ramstein Air Base. Is Ramstein named? That's not named after the band, surely, right? Fuck that, only the barbarians are good. Be fair, spelling my Polish friends have said. And they're like, oh yeah, like CCC, or like, red, like, spelled the same way. It's like, oh yeah, can you spell red for me? Like, which one? Just spell red. Like, excuse me? The fuck you mean red? What is that terminology? Is it, what's the word in English where words that sound the same but mean different ones, like sail and sail? All right, see you later. Best thing teacher they ever had. Like, going on about how they asked, write a book, but refused to pay her for it. Yeah, fuck that. Always gotta work for it. A false friend? Is that what it's? What are you doing to me? Relax yourself. Is it okay? We're all saying different things here. Is it a homophone? I know it's not a homophobe. Homophone sounds right. Probably we don't speak English properly. It's like, no, it's I cannot. Like, yeah, so you say I canny, right? But does canny mean cannot, or does canny mean I can? Sepa, pronounced cheaper, is the only Polish word you need apart from... What does sepa mean? I'll teach you some. In Ireland, lehrus. Lehrus, that's toilet. Guramahagut, that's thank you. Isgrolum means I love. That's about it. Canny not pronounces cane. Cane means both. or whatever I want to pet. That's what I mean. That's what confuses me, because she'll say canny, but it doesn't mean cannot. It can mean both I can do it and I cannot, and it's just very confusing. Homonyms, thank you. Female part. Fute is a male. What? Fute? What do you mean? Oh, for fuck's sake, Lee. Jesus Christ. I think it's insane. Few British English versus American phrases are rude in one call. Oh yeah, like even like when you see like even like hand signals, like the thumbs up is like, you know, like it's a really nice thing in some parts of the world. Other parts of the world, no. Like, I think one, it wasn't that I don't know how true this is. Maybe some of you American people tell me, but like putting your hand up, like to stop someone, which is a common sign road work people will use, and people who are trying to stop traffic, it's you put your hand up. In the Middle East, that doesn't mean stop, and apparently that caused a lot of confrontation with poor young American soldiers trying to tell this car to stop, and it keeps moving, and they're like, "Do we shoot these people? Are they coming to try and kill us? Or, like, is this just a... Oh, it's a miss... Oh, my bad. Oh, they're dead. My bad." That's the first thing you learn with... No, we all kind of do scroll to the S. Left hand is an insult because they wipe with it. Don't do that in Don't do that in gangster land. Like thumbs in gangster land? Pretty universal. The middle finger isn't always universal. Like the two fingers sticking up, like the V for vendetta, like you know, like the peace sign. You spin that around, that's fuck you in Ireland. Like you know, it's rare these days. It's like you don't really see anyone use it these days. But if you put your thumb up in a oh Jesus Christ, how's it going there, Geronimo? Yeah. Oh wait, Geronimo, put the Glock away. I just want pizza. Geronimo's an Italian name, right? Wait, wasn't the Native American called Geronimo? Shit, maybe that's not an Italian name. Reginald. No, that's less Italian. Learned the hard way. So what about that's pretty much Spock. That is definitely Spock. I think everyone knows Spock. He holds up his sign. He says, "That's the force be with you." I'm pretty sure, right? Like flipping the bird, middle finger. Yeah. But even like certain ones, like it's crazy. Like again, how like just phrases either they change, or like they just completely. Mona, what the fuck? What sort of people do they breed up in Scotland? Jesus Christ. Live long and foster. I just imagine a dude on a beach with a chair. The fucking deployed Somalia, stopped at a set airport for a layover, laying on the floor, showing the bottom of your feet. Oh, is it? Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? That's such a weird one. Like, I'm so outraged. Let me get on the floor. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, was Somalia, would you have been, again, I apologize, was that during the Black Hawk Down situation? I know. I can't remember. What were they actually there for? No, that was a UN thing, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Was it UN? Can I put you down? Oh, it's just before. Okay, cool. One culture difference I'm still trying to work on. There's one. What's the cultural difference? Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, fucking. That's fucking. It's sad to say I only recently watched The Big Bang Theory maybe 2 years ago for the first time. Thought your toes were webbed. That's when they true issue it, but I always find it funny. Like nowadays, I feel like you got to be careful throwing anything at any prime minister because one, you don't want to, you know. But like, it's funny. Isn't there like one prime minister, or wasn't there like one politician in Australia who used to keep getting egged? Someone threw yogurt over ours, which look, I'm not about to, like, you should definitely not injure people, but at the same time, if you throw like a water balloon at a politician as an asshole, they fucking deserve it. United States Marine Corps, but it was the Army Ranger. Yeah. I always liked the Delta, just because Delta, that's what got my fascinated with Delta Force. It always just seemed so fucking cool. Like, I remember there was, I don't know why, but there was like this brand of like toys that were like G.I. Joe, and they must have been based around Black Hawk Down, because it was like the Delta boys with their like little, again, that's probably not what Delta wears, because I'm pretty sure Delta wear whatever, but they had like their little kind of, they were like almost like BMX style helmets, and they're kind of, you know, like they're like desert khaki gear. They used to come with the Black Hawk, so I always like to think they were Delta. They're in the water, they turn to flippers. Jesus Christ, it's rude to look directly in a person's eyes if they're older than you. US. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's true, because like there's a bit of a taboo to it, because if you don't look in someone's eyes, generally speaking, it looks insincere. But if you look too much, you're psychotic. Like, there's also that saying that people who don't yawn are like psychopaths. I don't know how true that is. But yeah, like, but then that's the thing too, is like the difference of like how people talk. Like, people in like big build-up area, like in Japanese, if two Japanese gentlemen from the city were having a conversation, they would stand very close to one another, right? Like, very close to one another. Whereas like in Ireland, like two farmers having a conversation, they could be 10 miles apart, but they're talking. And I think, again, it's that whole culture thing of, you know, if you're from a big built-up city, you yawn all the time. Doubt. No, I'm joking. Close workaround I got to is just looking at their mouth. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, even not looking in people's eyes, that just can be a sign of like nervousness or like autism or just anxiety. Like, some people just don't. I tend, like, I'll look in their eyes just to convey, yeah, I'm listening, then I'll look away and then I'll look back. I do struggle with eye contact. Is disrespectful here. Got in trouble, police. The wee bomb, they kept saying, look at me when you're talking to me, like, just put me in a cell. Jesus Christ, Mona, that doesn't shock me. Not come to see men holding hands. Yeah, that's something I seen that. Was it Morocco? Morocco, they hold hands and men can kiss. Now, Morocco is I don't know if they're Muslim, but I know that in the Middle East, they don't allow the gay people, which there's the irony of that. You know, because, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, growing up, you see two men holding hands, like, haha, gay. Now, obviously, nowadays, we learn there's absolutely nothing wrong with being gay, but it's just the irony of it is kind of, I feel like it's clearly not lost on them, because they don't even, you know. I do wonder though, like, I know, Mona, it's insane, but I do wonder, like, do you think, like, this is really off topic, and I probably shouldn't say it. But, like, I think there's, like, a large population of people living in, like, Islam, or, like, not even Islam. I'm not saying, like, obviously there's some religions that also, but, like, they're, like, have to, like hide the fact that they're gay. I mean, people were hiding the fact they were gay and being Catholics back in, like, the 80s and 90s. Like, when I was kind of first growing up properly, I was, like, in the 90s, people were starting to become, like, open to the idea. Not all of this. Some people are still backwards fucking idiots. But, like, people would basically come out of marriages because one of them was gay and they just married for the sake of it. Like, that's what I mean. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, and it must, like, I say suck, but it must beyond, like, be such a fucking shitty thing. Saying in Afghanistan, women are for babies, but nah, that's fucking, I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. Women get stoned for adultery while the men, yeah, no, like, that's, like, and again, not trying to get political, but, like, yeah, that's some fucking backwards bullshit if I've ever seen anything. It's like, come on now. They tried to buy, yeah, no. Like, and again, I'm not extremely traveled myself, but I watched a lot of documentaries. But, like, I've heard from, like, family members stuff, like, my girlfriend used to, like, she used to love going to Egypt with her family when she was younger, and, like, she'd be like 9 or 10, and the men trying to buy her off her father, and it's like, that's a child, you monster. You know, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Louis Theroux did one. Oh, I might have to go see that. Because isn't there also, like, a thing with, like, is it somewhere, there's, like, one of those, is there an island off of Saudi Arabia? There's, like, an island territory that's a bridge off, and alcohol's illegal. So like all of the Muslims go from Saudi Arabia. I don't say Muslims because like I'm assuming they're not true Muslims if they're going and drinking alcohol, but like they go across the bridge to drink their alcohol because it's legal. It's a pretty background term. So LGBT people in Korea usually have sexuality, which leads to more. That again fascinates me, Don, because like. Not necessarily the gay stuff, I suppose, but like it's like that whole thing of like, isn't it like the K-pop idols like stuff, right? Like they're not allowed to have boyfriends or anything like that. They can get dropped for it. Like it's because you guys also have like an insane fucking like plastic surgery to the point like where I'm pretty sure you guys are some of the best in the fucking world at that. Like people go to South Korea to change completely, which is fucking crazy. Gay men are forced to get... That's fucking crazy. Massive trade in underground alcohol and drugs. Pile the parties, you can drink, be gay wherever you want. Be a part, stay for the conversation about Muslims. I know my mom was upset. She assaulted me picking up dinner. I am sorry, but while I don't think I am any better than any person, I would like to stand by my opinions that if your religion makes people treated differently, like if you treat women or children like property, it's not a good religion. Not a good religion at all. We're talking about religion, specifically how homosexuality functions in highly religious cultures. Yeah, we were talking about food, but but no, it's just it's fascinating because again, look, I'm in Ireland. Like up until fucking, I mean, even now, there's still people, and you're like, they'll fucking die off eventually. You know what I mean? What are you having for dinner, Jacob? Talk about corned beef, then alcohol, now we're in homosexual. Yeah, it's just this is what you know. Starfield is missing. We're missing food, ship parts, homosexuality. Barrett's there, but we need more. You know, Barrett, you're not gay enough. You know, I'm sorry to say it. You could be a little bit more gay. That was a doesn't say all. Islam doesn't say to do all of these things. Ignorance does. That's what I mean. And I suppose it's I don't mean to insult the concept of it because like again, these are books, and humans obviously will like with Christianity, like with other religions, they will interpret them however they want. And humans, we are flawed creatures, and we are also, a lot of us are very selfish creatures, and we will twist narratives to fit our own kind of, you know, like our own kind of yeah. Anyway, I will leave it for today, guys. Hopefully we had a good chat. Hopefully I'm not banned tomorrow. If I am, you'll probably see me streaming on Hamster. That probably has better rules again. That's a lie. They probably would ban me too. If you don't know what Hamster is, don't my gals and gays. Don't Google that. Bye bye. See you on Kick. I don't know about that mode. That's a bit too extreme. All right, bye guys.